Can you hear me well? I can. So I'm talking to you through the big official microphone of the studio, the microphone, listening to you in the headphones. It's working perfectly. Okay, cool. That's sweet. All right, so I can start pulling them. This one, mainstream there, desktop audio there. This one, mainstream there, desktop audio there. Desktop audio there. Go to X. Nice. I think anybody that's online right now can hear us.
Okay.
So let's see here. Yep, we've got that. Let's get to my profile. Put this here for a minute. This is awesome. If you guys are listening, if you're listening on X, Instagram, Rumble, or YouTube, we're live on all 4 platforms. We're just getting set up. Give us a second. As you can watch on the monitor. You're going to see us pull this together in live time. This is crazy. So there's a lot of things I have to make sure are working. So let's check. Okay, the desktop audio. I've got that off. Okay, let's turn that up a minute. Just have a little background. We'll let people have a little audio. Can do a little preview as we're talking and getting ready. Whoa. And then your microphone sinks down. You know when you have the mic in the studio, Marnie, and you see the guys always moving it and bending the arm and getting it straight, and it's true. They do. The microphone's like, you got to mess around with it. But it's kind of fun. So let's see. All right, so this is the X. X is going good. Now I have to monitor this stuff on different devices that I have. So I don't need, I'm talking to you on the computer, so I can hang that up. And on here, let's just take a look at the YouTube real quick, make sure that's working. And say welcome to everybody who's early to the live. We're going to start at 7. That's in 6 minutes. We're getting set up right now. A lot of stuff to set up. We're going to go live on 4 platforms. Rumble, X, YouTube, and Instagram. All right, so let's check the YouTube. All right, the YouTube is good. Now let's check the Instagram. So far we've got check on X, check on Rumble, check on YouTube. Now let's check Instagram. This is crazy. Instagram. Now I don't see the Instagram. The Instagram is always the fussy one. And we might ditch the Instagram if it's not going to work. Oh, but it looks like I got a lot of people on it. Oh, no, it's working. I just can't see it on my phone. Weird. Can you see the Loomer Fan Club, Marnie, on your phone and see if it's live?
On Instagram?
On Instagram.
On where?
On Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, let me just find you.
Because it
Let's
says we're
see.
live. I don't see it. Let's see. Let me switch accounts and go look for it. Do, do, do.
Here we go.
There's our YouTube.
Yeah, you're going live. Yep,
Is it? Sweet.
I see you. Yeah, I do. I see you.
Okay. Oh yeah, it does say live. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. You just can't do it from your own video or your own account. I switched accounts to stop communism. All right, this is cool.
Okay, so you have on your screen on Instagram, it looks like it's a compilation of what's going on. It's not like
Right, that'll
it's like
go.
it's just a,
That'll
yeah,
go
okay.
away.
It'll go.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and just so you know, there's a lag in what I see, and when I talk, it takes like 30 seconds to actually get to the computers, and sometimes like a little more than 30 seconds to what you see on a device. So
Yep.
yeah, so there's a little like it takes a while to get through the wires. So cool. So we're working on all this. All systems are a go. We are live. Thank you for the people that are here ahead of time. We're going to go live at 7. We have a special guest. Right now we're making sure we're live on 4 platforms. We're live on Rumble, Twitter, formerly known as X. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on Instagram. So it's crazy. All right, so this is awesome. This is quite an accomplishment, I have to say. From, thank you to Instagram from banning us off of streaming Laura and Alex, because it forced me to go to Rumble. And then once I go to Rumble, you learn the software package that it takes to do the professional streaming. And once you know that, you can do it on all these platforms. So it's freaking awesome. And what do we have? Let's see, this is Rumble. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Here's the Rumble. I gotta turn the Rumble on. Rumble, go. All right. So now the Rumble is live. All right, we've got 5 live on Instagram. We have 4 live on Rumble, 2 live on X, and YouTube I can't tell because I'm
Only
all
two
out of...
people here.
Oh, wait, okay, we're gonna have
They're
to
calling
kill it.
marshals. You a marshal?
Hold on. Oh, I know what I've got. Hold on. That's this. My audio. Okay. All right. In the third video from yesterday, I was zooming in on one of the tents, and I said, that looks like a gay flag on the tent. Well, today, when I got inside the encampment, I was able to verify that that is the gay flag. There's a little irony there, just saying. We're all living in peace.
Yeah, chickens for Colonel Sanders.
Oh, God. Are you able to see the preview? This is crazy.
Yeah.
Roll call. Who is here? You got it. All right, so you are saying roll call, and that is Rumble. Excellent. And this is the X, and this is the Instagram. All right, Roger Stone just went live. He's going to have some tough competition. All right, that's it. It's 7 o'clock. Let's get this impromptu last-minute idea show on the road. Three, 2, and 1. Welcome, everybody, to Loomer Vision Live tonight. We are live streaming on Rumble, X, Instagram, and YouTube. We're going to start right now at 7. the cool part about this is going to be recorded, and you can always go back and watch it. You can start in the middle. You can rewind. It's going to be great. So over the last week, and Rumble just sent out our notification. That's awesome. Loomer Fan Club just started streaming the Summer of Jihad, UW Milwaukee, Communists Exposed. Right off the bat, let's welcome our very special guest, Marnie Hockenberg, who is calling in live to the show. Hello, Marnie.
Hi, Bill. Hey, everybody. How's it going?
That is awesome. This is so cool. So this is also the maiden voyage of our first official call-in special guest to the show. So thank you, Marnie, for taking that role. And it's going to be great. Marnie, what have you been up to? Anything going on that you want to tell us about before we get the show started?
No, I've just been watching with, intent at these Gaza camps all over the United States and all these campuses. And I really commend you, Bill, for going into the heart of the beast here at UW Milwaukee for the last few days and literally exposing these communists and jihadis and showing us exactly what they are up to. And I'm very excited I've seen your videos, and I'm really excited for you to show it today on your broadcast. And then we're going to unpack it for your viewers.
That sounds great, Marnie. And as we're watching the preview,
Is when you're a parent and you
hold
allow
on,
your
let me
kid
turn
to
this
draw on the
off
wall.
here. Let me turn down the volume. Let me stop it. What's cool, we're going to be able to stop the video and then look. And as we do that, you guys, what we're going to do is we're going to watch the video. Then we're going to replay it, and we're going to unpack it and go through it. And at that point, like you're seeing on the preview here, we're able to stop and really look at stuff. You can also do screenshots at that point. Last night when we unpacked that video, I would get to a good screenshot, and what's neat is I can kind of go back a little, go forward a little, and get a perfect screenshot. Boom, shoot it. Then you can zoom in on that screenshot. And today, one of the things we're going to get out of this video, yesterday, they were trying to hide call it a little billboard that they had inside the encampment that I call him the useful idiot, was trying to tell me where you could donate. There's a Q code there, blah, blah, blah. He almost got me in yesterday, but they shut me down. I took a video of that billboard. Well, today, when I stormed in, I actually got the billboard. They tried to block it, but it was too late because you need just 1 second. So we'll zoom in that billboard, and that's, to me, that's going to be one of the most interesting things because I wasn't able to read exactly what's on it. So that'll be cool. No, this is going to be great, and I want to thank Marnie for coming on board. So let's just get started. We won't delay. What we're going to do is we're going to play the video in full, uninterrupted. We'll watch it. Then we're going to go through it and just really pick this apart and unpack it. And Marnie is going to be telling us about what I thought I exposed, this red-green alliance, the communist jihadi alliance axis, which I did and explained it. I don't want to give it away in the video, but I told one of the guys in the video that even this guy who I was calling the communist said, look at him, he even has a red hat. Well, Marnie was able to look at that logo and know that that's a very bad communist organization. This is going to be really cool because that really solidifies proof. That's not even evidence, right? That is proof, right, Marnie? This is it. We have exposed the Red-Green Alliance, that it's real. We're going to do this video. We're going to break it down. We're going to be tweeting it over to President Trump. So with that, we've got 2 on X. It's going to go. We've got 6 on Rumble. We've got 5 on Instagram and YouTube. I don't know, but once I start the video, that's going to then I'll have the ability to kind of go and look at the streams, make sure everything is okay. And then what we're going to do, when I start this video, you guys, I want you to share it out, whatever platform you're on. When it says share, I want you to share it to every platform you have. Don't just share it to whatever. Share it to X, share it to everything. Every platform you have, share this out. We are the only ones exposing this. Have you seen anyone else inside these encampments? Have you ever seen anyone else up close and personal like this, getting the logos of the handles, the everything. So this is good. So let's get this shared out. Let's make this video huge. Also, tweet it and share it to Laura, okay? I want everybody, when you share this out, tag Laura Loomer on it, tag President Trump on it. When you share it, let's do the best share. I mean, tag everybody. Don't just do, okay, share. Take it into effort while you're watching this to share it like you've never shared before. This has got to go viral. I'm a little excited. Just a little. No, this is really good stuff. All right, Marnie, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Now turn up the volume. Do. It's only 2 people here. What they're calling marshals. You a marshal? I don't see anybody in the tents. I don't hear anybody. That is the gay flag on that tent. You guys share this out. Same girl that was here yesterday. Obviously, she's being paid. Who's paying you? Who's paying you? Do you get a paycheck or is it direct deposit? When they bring the food, do you get to go in line first? Do you go to school here? There's more of the handles. Let's get a close-up of what kind they are. The Everbuilt handles that I'm telling you guys about. Oh no, they don't have handles. The handles are for the shields. You know, this is like a dance. She's probably got an A in dancing class. Let's go through the tents. Take a walk through the tents, see what's up. What we got in the tents. Now we got 3 people. Looks like they've got graffiti. They're writing on the building with chalk. That's where they hang out the clothes, it looks like. So they're defacing the building. They're writing on the building with chalk like children. These are children. Look what they're doing. This is your tax dollars, people. This is the UWM, University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. That building has been defaced. This is awesome footage. They definitely don't like me seeing this. Well, too bad. Let's get up here. Get up here to the vantage point. You guys share this out. Look at this. Is this pathetic or what? Look at this. This is what happens when you let your kids draw on the wall with crayons. These are crayon kids. This is what happens when you're a parent and you allow your kid to draw on the wall with crayons. Then they come to college and they draw on the walls with chalk like little fucking petulant children. Look at this. Oh, the Holy Bible. Look at this. The Holy Bible. Isn't that ironic? Let's get a little closer. Let's see if we can. Got a guard at the door now. She's guarding the door. Mitchell Hall. Look at this. Look at this. This is the summer of Jihad. And you want to say they're not engaging in violence and terrorism and intimidation? What is this? Who colors on a building? Little babies, children. Pathetic little children. Look at them. Look at these people. Are you the one who drew on the building? Did you do any of this chalk art? Do you want to take responsibility for this chalk art? How about you? Did you do the chalk art? Are you one of the people who did the art on the building? Who drew on the building? Intimidation is a form of violence. These are definitely violent people. They try to intimidate you. They have no respect for their elders. Look at this, people. So now we're up to 4 people. My question now is anyone even in these tents? I can only see one person. We're going to see 2 people. Hey guys, you want to do an interview?
No, thank you.
Did you actually sleep over?
Yes, we did.
Cool. What time's breakfast? Yep, don't say a word. Shushy. Shush, shush. No, we got two big blockers. That's good. Now look at it, blocked in. Now I have to go around. What do I do? What do we do? That's interesting. We'll go through this way. We'll run around. Oh, now they're bumping into me. That's assault. Just hit me. Touched me. See, they are violent. This is the one right here. This is the one that ran into me. Are you a woman or a man? Hard to tell. Some bullies. Look at this one here. I don't know where she came from. This is public property. You don't own this. You don't own me. Look at these people. These are dangerous, violent people. That's my message. Look, look at what they're doing. You got chalk art on the floor. Here's some of the, here's the sticks. Right here. The sticks with the shields. They got 3 girls acting like ruffians. Look at them. I think it's 3 girls. Pathetic people. Share this out, everybody. No respect for property. Look what they're doing. So I'm glad I was able to find the chalk art on the building. Now we've got something to call UWM over, another reason. Take a walk through here. Guess that's a no, right? Are those your jammies? Your jammy bottoms? Did I wake you guys? art class. Look at this. These are children. Thanks for the shares. You want to do an interview, sir? How long have you been here?
2 days.
2 days? Thank you. Are you sleeping over?
We have media people, please.
We have media people. So they control people. These are control freaks. That gentleman is not allowed to speak. He's not allowed to speak. He wanted to speak. You saw that. These are Marxist control freaks. They want to control every aspect of your life. They want to control your buildings. They want to control your sidewalks. Look at this. They want to control your property. They want to control what I can see and not see. The Liberation Library. Let's see what's in the library. Take a look at the books. War and Lenin. Who Rules the World? The Red Deal. Someone had a birthday, little birthday cake. Are those yoga mats or are those prayer rugs? Are those yoga mats or are those prayer rugs? So we're inside the encampment. We're inside the encampment at UWM. This is day 4 that I've been here. We were here on the first day, midweek. We were here yesterday. Go look at our videos. You're going to see yesterday there's a lot of people. Today there's three marshals. They call them marshals. They've defaced the building. They've defaced the sidewalks, the property. They've put up strings of lights. Look at that. That's interesting. Who's paying the electricity bill? Who's funding this? Who's paying these people that have been here all the days? These people don't come here for free, right? Who's feeding these people? Do you get direct deposit or do you get a paycheck? Notice the glasses. You're going to see these glasses on a lot of the women, the exact same glasses. Here's where you keep your bullhorns. Not just any bullhorn. These are the big bullhorns. Get out of my space. Don't touch me. Look at these people. Wow. This girl just ran into me. Be careful. I wouldn't bring children in here. It's a dangerous area. Look at what they do. Look what these people are doing. Look, young man, do you see what they're doing to me? See what they're doing to me? These are bad people. Look at what they do. Don't ever act like these people. Do not do it. You expose kids to this. Look what you guys do. Whoa, look at this. Look at over here. There's the sticks. There's the shields. There are the handles actually fastened. People don't believe me. There they are right there. When I say these handles are being fashioned into shields, there's the shields. Here's a reinforced barrier. Thing is, when they send out the fat girls, I can move. I can move right around these girls so fast. It's not funny. It actually is kind of funny. You guys share this out. This is a rare moment inside the UWM encampment. We're inside. All masked. Mask, 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 mask. We're inside the UWM encampment. The food tent, snacks, banana. They have a banana here. I thought bananas were not allowed. It's interesting. The banana. So they've reinforced the perimeter. Whoa, she ran right into me. This one just ran into me. Mark that down. Like a blocker, like a football team. Look at this game they play. Who's paying them to do this? Who's paying these people to do this? Why? What are they hiding? What are you hiding? What's the problem with people looking? You're here saying, look at me, but somebody wants to look, and you say that's a bad thing. What are these people hiding, right? They're hiding the summer of Jihad. These are control freak terrorists. Look what they're doing. They're trying to terrorize me. They think they're terrorizing me. They think intimidation is a form of terrorism. Running into you, making bodily contact, which this one's done so far, and this one. You've seen it all on video. This is proof. This isn't evidence, it's proof what these people are up to. Sir, would you like to do an interview?
Sure, yeah.
Excellent.
What's up?
Did you stay over?
I did.
How was it?
Like
a little cold?
Comfortable wise?
Yeah.
Like a solid 6 out of 10. It was alright. Yeah.
Are you going to stay for breakfast?
Probably, but I have to move my car. Yeah.
All right. Do you plan on staying throughout the event?
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna leave, work on stuff, and then come back here.
Cool. Do you actually go to school here?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. And
I'm 20.
you're 20?
Yeah.
When are you going to graduate?
Gonna graduate probably 2 years from now.
Congratulations. Are you getting all A's?
Yeah, I'm pretty well. I'm actually pretty doing well in my own business rather than school.
Yeah, cool. Well, that's good.
'Cause, I don't really.
So, did you see these young ladies intimidating me? Did you see them running into me?
No, I mean they've been pretty cool this entire time.
Now that you're here, and that's interesting. That
Yeah, I'll be totally honest. Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
no, and it's awesome. It's interesting that they're allowing you to speak to me. You're the first person they've allowed to speak to me.
oh, yeah. I mean, I'm cool. I mean, I don't.
That's
maybe,
cool.
Maybe you're holding a phone to my face, so they might see that as like bad. But it's your free speech. You can do that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Do what you want to do, man.
So, what do you think about the defacing of the building by the chalk art on your school?
To be honest, like, I think it has a message that's like, yo, like, okay, this needs to, because, okay, you have to remember, like, what they're doing is for a good cause. Like, okay, how do I explain this? Like, you know, the BLM movement?
Yep.
And that was like riots, and that was like straight up like vandalism, like to its highest degree.
Right.
Like that, obviously terrible.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't do that.
Okay.
And like stealing from other people's things.
Okay.
This, I mean, I don't think it's that level.
Well,
thing.
did you see on the first day,
Okay.
there's a big red banner,
Okay.
person holding it right over here.
Okay.
Did you see the BLM logos on that banner?
No, I mean, it's not bad to hold the BLM logo. Like, that's your freedom of speech. What I'm saying is, like, when you're like looting and rioting, that's
Right.
going to look completely terrible.
Well, where do you think this goes? Where are
it's
they
not
going with
there.
this?
I mean,
It's
been,
not
like,
going
grade
there.
7 now, so, like,
Well, they've already started with defacing public property, the building. That's not cool. That's like children writing on the wall with crayons.
yeah, they probably shouldn't have done that.
Thank you for saying that. I mean, they could use signs.
Okay, yeah.
They could use banners.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah.
You've got the art supplies over there.
Yeah, that's
To
no
make-
denying that. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. Yeah.
That's awesome to hear you say that.
Yeah,
It is.
But I mean, you know, like, what are you gonna do? Like,
No, people like you that are involved in the movement, what are you going to do? There's people that have to stand up and say what's right and what's wrong. And
yeah,
you go to, do you pay
it's one of
tuition
those-
here?
It's one of those things that's like, it's not much big of a deal to like really care about, but like, yeah, like you're right. Maybe step by step, it might something might happen, but at the same time, maybe not. You know, so it's like if anything does get to a level where it's like, okay, yeah, rioting and looting is happening, I think common sense will kick in and people will just be like, all right, like, no, we shouldn't do this.
What do you
Which
think?
I don't think it has
Let me
to
show you
happen.
something over here.
Yeah, sure.
What about these tools of violence? I call these tools of violence. Shields, sticks, homemade, they get,
Oh, I can explain that.
Okay.
If you like.
Sure.
So yeah, so like, I forgot that campus on Arizona, UCO. I don't know. I totally don't know what it's called, but there's people that are like completely like psycho, and we're like literally shooting tear gas and like fighting and like coming and like not killing, but hurting people. So I think those are built in preparation for wackos like that. Which would you agree that's pretty logical and like fair to have? Like that's not to like hit other people, it's to protect us from getting hit from other people, which has happened in like many other states. So that's the logic behind that.
well,
What?
even yesterday when I was here,
Okay.
and all the flags that they have up front,
Okay.
those are on a hardwood flagpole.
Okay.
People on my live pointed out that flagpole
Okay.
is actually a stick in disguise being a flagpole, because like you said, when something
Like a
happens,
stick to hit someone.
yeah, exactly. And those sticks that are fashioned to the back of the homemade shields,
Okay.
they can easily be used as a weapon.
Well, okay, my phone can be easily used as a weapon.
That's
I'll give you a
true.
point. So like if someone attacks you, so what do you suggest you do? Just say like, hey man, like don't attack me.
Well, like when these young ladies were attacking me earlier,
you don't seem attacked, and you're gonna.
well,
get
because
attacked
when
by
I was
ladies.
able, yeah, it's true. This one ran into me, and so did this one, trying to impede my movement.
Well,
now that's
again to them. They're like, okay, this jerk is coming with the phone, just like in my.
This
face.
isn't their property. They're not the boss here. Who died? Who put them in
I
charge?
didn't say that. Hey, I didn't say that. Who are you arguing with?
No, I'm not
You
arguing.
can
I'm
do
just
what you
making a
want.
point.
Yeah,
Thank
you. Can do what you want. Nobody's saying you can't. But like, they also have the right to be like, yo, like you're a dickhead. Go away. Is that not true?
They can say that. They can
Okay.
say that. To the point where what they're doing.
Did they physically touch you?
Yes, they did,
Okay, so that
and it's on camera.
So that they can't do.
They can't do that.
But at
You're
the
right.
same time, like there's a
What-
reaction to every like action. So like if you're a guy that's like coming up to me and like, hey Yanni, like what are you doing? What are you doing? And I like, hey, back off. If you do this again, I'm gonna do this to you. And they gave you that warning, then bro, like expect it to happen. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like is that the best thing in the world? Nah, it's not the best thing in the world. But like if you keep touching someone, right, and not touching because you're not touching, right? You didn't touch anybody.
That's right.
That's good. You're not supposed to do that. So like if you're gonna continuously be a dickhead and be like, hey man, like look at my phone. Expect someone to be mad. Like is that not common sense? Or
Well,
it's not the best thing to do.
What makes these young ladies think they're in charge here enough to stop me, just a citizen, from walking through and looking? What makes them think, a little walkie-talkie? What makes them think they can touch me, impede my movement? Who gives them that authority? Who pays?
Impede your movement as an
I want to ask you, do you know who pays these people? The ones with the walkie-talkies? Mm-hmm. Do you know who pays them?
No, I think they're just volunteering.
They're not volunteering. These are paid people.
Paid people like as in like paid people as in like what? Like the Democrat Party like paying them or something.
Well, this is what I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out who's funding this whole thing.
No, yeah,
because what you see,
actually, I'll tell you who's funding it. No, honestly, this conversation is engaging. I think it's beneficial for him, and for him.
I know, but we're not supposed to engage with people.
Okay, I mean it's. Do you know what I mean?
See, they control you. They're control freaks. They're telling you can't speak. Do you like that?
No.
I have
What?
people for media for the future, so.
Okay. No, I respect that. That's cool. This honestly, it's just a conversation.
Who's we? Who's we? When she says we have people for the media, who is we? That indicates a group.
Like we, as in like just like everybody here.
Well, who's everybody here? This is what we're trying to find out.
Every person that's
the people of the city, the people of surrounding areas, who are very concerned about this.
Yeah.
They want to know who's funding it because here's what we can see.
It's we. So I
we
bought
have
ice cream sandwiches here. Not governments. A lot of restaurants are just buying food for here. That I know, that like family that I know own. The wooden stuff, to be honest, I don't know. but like,
have you been watching the? So yesterday I learned that there's 120 encampments. Okay. I didn't know that.
Across the United States?
Yeah, they're still active.
Yeah. Do you think they're doing it for a good reason or a bad reason? Like in your opinion?
Well,
like how familiar are you with like the whole Palestine?
I'm very familiar. Okay. I'm very familiar. And what I don't like is
you should ask me questions about that because I think that's the root of all this. So like, do you want to ask questions about that? Or
go ahead. What do you want to say about it?
So I think common sense, like 30,000 people died in Israel, not Israel, Palestinians. My grandpa, for example, he was kicked out of his own city. And he's a refugee in Gaza. Alhamdulillah, which means praise be to God. He was sent to, not sent, but he was a refugee in Syria. And then he moved to Jordan, and then he moved to London. Because he kicked out of his own city. So a lot of people don't know, like, Gaza isn't like, the Gazans that live there, the millions or whatever Gazans that live there, aren't actually from there. They're refugees from other places in Israel that got completely kicked out. So Israel, obviously, as you know, when they started, they were very small, and then they started expanding, and then slowly kicked out Palestinians in settlements, and then kicked them out into Gaza. And now, so October the 7th, Hamas, killed someone. But even Hamas, like, you have to remember, like you have to break it down from the very beginning, like, who are they, right? So, like, common sense, like, if you're sitting there and your kid just got, like, blown to hell, right? And you're like, damn, or, like, my mom just died. And like you have no reason, like you're just sitting there like, oh, what the heck? And all you know is, okay, America did this. In your mind, you're logically gonna be like, yo, death to America. Is that right? No, you and me as Americans, we didn't do anything. What do we do? It's our dumb government that did that, right? So yeah, down to like the political government of the United States, who Vietnam, for example, why do we do that? The Iraqi War, complete mistake, right? So it's one thing, you know, killing someone with machete versus bombing them. It's the same thing, but one is more humane. No, it's not. It's the same goddamn thing.
So are you anti-war?
Well, I'm anti-killing people and innocent people, right? So
yeah.
People who kill innocent people, like any Muslim and any like person here, common sense, like don't do that, right?
Let me ask you about President Trump. What do you think about President Trump?
Actually, I liked President Trump. Well,
President Trump. Do you know no wars under President Trump?
So President Trump did good.
He's actually
he did a lot better. Biden, he didn't do good at all. I'm gonna be honest. Everybody said Biden. Yeah, look at us. We're more. So Trump, on the other hand, like I'm not saying, because it's one thing to say like, yeah, I like him, right? I like a lot of his policies. I don't like maybe his personal character, right? Like me as a Muslim, we're really religious. We're not supposed to, I don't know, like freaking drink alcohol, right? But he actually doesn't even do that. What a G, right?
Nope, that's right.
I'm not like 100%. When I say I like someone, it's not like I support them 100%. But yeah, I agree. He's better than Biden. 100% better than Biden.
That's awesome. And you mentioned Trump's moral character.
Yeah.
What do you know about his moral character? What do you think you know? Because let me tell you something. I know 3 women who've known President Trump in different durations of time, long, medium, short.
Yep.
Who know his wife. These are personal friends of mine. Fly around in his plane with him, see him interact with people. From what they tell me, from what I observe, he's one of the nicest gentlemen there is. He likes women. Okay?
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't like women.
Right. Yeah. Look at his wife. Yeah. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Right? Barron, their son. Their son's an Adonis.
He's a giant, bro.
Yeah. So, I just want to stick up for Trump's moral character. From what I know, he's one of the squeaky clean guys, you know, that there is.
See, people are brainwashed by the media. They don't understand. They view it as like black or white. But there's gray. Like, same, and I would argue, same thing with Hamas, too. Like Hamas, anybody who kills innocent people, dickhead. Screw
October
you,
7?
Right? Dickhead, yeah. Like, what the heck, right?
What do you think about October 7?
It's terrible. Yeah, like, any innocent people who die is a bad thing. But at the same time...
Here's the guy from yesterday.
Dude, you were here yesterday. You're being a dick. You can get out of here. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Look at this guy. What do you think about this?
You're not here. You're not here to do anything.
What do you think about this?
He could do it.
You're here to be a jerk. So you can go.
I'm talking to this gentleman very nicely until you came.
That's fine. That's fine. You know, I don't care.
The intimidation. How much intimidation should I take, young man? You know, is this what you support? Do you support this?
I mean, yeah, you kind of are. But here, you want to talk over here? We can talk like right here.
Sure.
Honestly, it's okay, just because these conversations are fruitful, and I think like.
No, he says it's not fruitful.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this guy's not doing anything good. Okay.
I didn't even get your name. What's your name?
My name's Bill. Nice to meet you.
Yanni.
Hey, Yanni. I got your name earlier. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime, man. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the gray area. So like Hamas, like who are they? If you originate to who they are, not justifying them, what they did, just making it very clear. If you got kicked out of your own city that you lived in, like imagine you living in your house in Milwaukee, having a great time, you just get kicked out, right? And then your family just blown to like bits. In your mind, you're probably like, damn, like screw that. But yeah, so that's what Hamas is. So what they did was wrong, but why they did it, their intentions, like you have to remember, the Palestinian people have been oppressed for a long time.
Do you think Israel stood down on October 7th?
Stood down as in not did anything, or?
Right, and a lot of, because you know how like hour and a half went by before any action.
Well, honestly, I mean, this is just a theory. This is pretty like shocking.
Stood down meaning they knew about it and they kind of let the guys over the border. They let the paragliders come in.
It could be possible. The reason why is because I don't know if you remember, like we always say, like Israel's defense is like number one, like the best in any nation,
right?
And they wouldn't let not even a dog get by, right? So for that to happen, I'm not saying like a 9/11 conspiracy, you know what I mean? But like, I'm just throwing it out there.
They know if a cockroach is coming up to the border.
That I don't know about that.
They do. They seriously do.
If that's like
I know people who know people in the IDF, a female who was a frontline. She said, listen, we can see if a cockroach is coming.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah. But like you said.
If that's a true statement, then that's pretty insane.
Right.
So like for that to happen, it's pretty weird. But like at the same time, like everything happens for a reason, I think. So if you really break it down on a religious level too, I don't know if you know what like Zionists believe in. Like Zionists are really, so okay, Muslims and Christians believe obviously in the Antichrist. I think you know that. Are you Christian?
I'm Christian, yep.
Okay, so yeah, we believe that in the coming of the second, well, not the Messiah, but Jesus Christ, right? So
Right.
Jesus Christ will come back down and he'll kill the Antichrist. So I don't know, Jewish, but particularly Zionists don't believe in Jesus Christ, right? They don't even like Christians. I don't know if you see videos of them spitting on Christians in Israel.
Two of my female friends
Yeah.
are Jewish Zionists.
Yeah.
They love me.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Are they American or they're like? From
Yeah, they're
Israel?
Americans, yeah.
Any American loves Americans. Like because Americans they're more like they're not religious. Like they just maybe they're religious. You know, it varies by case. Like I'm sure I can have a great conversation with one of them, and I'm Muslim and they're Jewish, right?
Right.
We got people trying to sleep, so if we could just like push it just a little bit this way. You know
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
respectful. That's cool.
saying?
Yeah,
We got
thank you for
people
asking
trying to
nicely too. We can do that. Yeah.
I mean, you don't
Are
have
you
to,
good with
but
that,
like
sir?
if you can, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Sure. We have people sleeping, is what he said.
Yeah.
There's people trying to sleep, so
People trying to sleep.
You know what I'm saying?
No, thank you so much, man. That's really cool.
Where was I coming from? Oh yeah, so Zionists, on the other hand, obviously they don't believe in Jesus Christ. They believe that if the Masjid al-Aqsa, which is, they believe that like the Temple of Solomon is underneath, and the Ark of the Covenant's there, so they're gonna say that and they're gonna destroy it, which we know that. And then they believe in basically a bunch of prophecies in their own book, and then once those happen, then their leader will come. So they're getting the place ready for that person. That's what they believe in their hearts. Like that's what they are doing. But obviously they're not going to say that. But like it's in their, it's in their religion. They believe that. So, subhanAllah, like, yeah, we're just. If you see it, you can see it from that view. You can see it from political view. You can see it from any type of angle you want. But yeah, I agree. People who don't want you to talk. I mean, I can see why. Like, yeah, maybe you're disturbing the peace of here. But like at the same time, like it's your legal right. Like you can do whatever you want. So. Anyone,
So
like,
you're
why?
Muslim.
I'm Muslim. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not like an extremely good Muslim.
Okay.
But like my apologies, a knowledgeable Muslim.
Are you?
Well, I'm a practicing
Did you ever hear of the Red-Green Alliance
No,
or the Red-Green Axis?
no. Is this overseas?
No, this is a worldwide thing.
Okay.
And it's in the United States. And you can easily Google Red-Green Alliance, Red-Green Axis, and you even have red and green on.
Yeah.
And here's what that is. The red are the Marxist, control freak, Democrat Party.
Yeah, we don't like those.
The communists, right? No,
Yeah.
we don't. We don't like those.
We don't like those. Yeah.
We don't like those.
I know what you're talking about, man. Yeah.
Right. The green and the red represents that.
Yeah.
The green is the jihadis. Green represents the jihadi. You've seen the Hamas banners, green on the head, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So the Red-Green Alliance, that's the Democrat Party aligning with the jihadis.
So what's a jihadi?
Let's call it the non-peaceful Muslims, the ones who want to do jihad, the ones who...
Well, what's jihad? I can tell you. But...
You tell me what jihad is. I'm here to learn too, so I have
yeah.
an idea, but you can tell me better.
So a lot of people get the misconception that jihad is like, okay, kill non-Arabs or kill non-Muslims. That's not it at all. So like jihad is, I think it translates to struggle. It's like if something bad were to happen, like let's just say right now, Uyghur Muslims in China are getting killed. So a jihad, like you would go and like liberate them and like obviously fight them, right? So in Islam, there is rules to war. It's not just like you just go and kill innocent people. No, like that is like completely wrong. You cannot do that. So in the Quran, there's literally like verses, and I'm not like super knowledgeable, but there's verses on like how to kill. Like you're not supposed to just go in and like decimate innocent lives and for no reason. Like there's no such thing as like you're supposed to do things with like class, right? America, on the other hand, obviously does not do that. They go in, they like try to bankrupt countries to get to them and to hold them on interest, and then if they don't do what they say, they bomb them, which is like pretty evident in many cases. But I get your point. What you're trying to say is like, yeah, low-key the Marxists, which are the control freaks, yeah, are siding with the jihadists. No, it's actually the complete opposite. I don't think any jihadist wants to side with Marxists because that's not in their ideology. Like jihadists follow the Quran, and the Quran, I would argue, is like the ultimate peace. Like we say salam to each other, which translates to peace. And you can ask me questions about the Quran to the best of my ability. I can answer them if you like. If you have any misconceptions or if you feel
I think it's cool that now you know about the Red-Green Alliance, and I trust you're going to go look that up. That's an easy Google search. There's been
Marxists suck. Don't like them.
That's a good thing to
People
hear.
Control you, like screw you, dude. Yeah.
And I
it goes
noticed
against
with your
American
reaction to these people trying to control your speech, you didn't like that.
No, but at the same time, I understand why they're doing it. So I'm very.
Why do you think they're doing it?
It's because they feel like you're a jerk, and they're like, dude, like you don't have to answer this guy's questions. Feel free. That's the reason why.
Because I'm a jerk.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying you're a jerk. I'm just saying I'm saying what
But-
they think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not because they're like, oh, we want to control them. Nah.
Because
they're cool.
because I want to see
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm a jerk. Think about that.
Well, yes and no. It's maybe your approach. Like, if you came in, you're like, hey, like, well, okay. And they said you were here yesterday, so I can't justify and testify to what you did yesterday. I'm not saying I think you did the same thing. I don't think you did anything bad. I mean, you're a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, just this video.
Well, I don't know. It's just
Interviews.
Like, it's just like weird. Like, I don't know. Like, they view it maybe like, okay, this
Like,
weird
they
man
control
coming.
this area. They control this public space. They control that building by defacing it with chalk.
Yeah.
This is not cool stuff. This is actually, it's juvenile.
Juvenile. So
It's
again,
juvenile.
like,
little kids draw chalk art on the concrete.
well, again,
Little
like,
kids
yeah.
draw on the wall.
Okay.
If you're a parent and you have a child, they draw on the wall with crayons.
Well, yeah. Again,
These
like,
are crayon kids.
yeah, but their brothers and sisters are dying in other countries. So like,
His
I don't
brother
know,
and
like,
sister are not dying in other countries.
Yeah, good
This
for
young
them.
lady's
There's-
brothers and
there's-
sisters not dying in other countries.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't
so
even
what?
go to school here.
So yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I know.
You got it.
I appreciate it, man. So yeah, it doesn't. So if their sisters and brothers aren't dying, they can't protest in the same thing. Like again, I get the whole Marxist thing, right? Like people who control and they're kind of freaks.
Red
No,
hats.
like if people are supporting a good cause, then I think it's good. Now defacing the building, is that the best thing to do? No, right? There's other ways and methods to go, like boycotting Starbucks. They support Israel. They lost like I don't know. It was like in the hundreds of millions of dollars, right? So
I didn't
that
hear
is
about
something-
that. I did not hear about.
Actually, it's very, yeah. So, like, that's a good movement, right? I would argue that this encampment thing has kind of spread awareness, where it's like, it's showing that the people have control. So, and like, if the government sucks and decide, like Joe Biden, right? Dude's retarded. Dude is completely screwing our country, right? So, if us showing that, okay, look, like, we can't even pay for freaking food, and we protest against that, I think that's a good thing. So it's in the same way that protesting for Palestinians who are dying and don't have anybody to protest for them is a good thing. Now, there's good ways of approaching it and bad ways. If I'm looting a store, like I own multiple stores in Milwaukee, like my parents and my family do, and if someone busted my door and saying free Palestine, bro, screw you. You're not free anything. You're ruining my life as an American.
Exactly.
Right? But this, I would argue, isn't ruining lives as Americans. Yes, there might be a few students that are like, dude, damn, like I have to walk through all these tents to get to my class. It kind of sucks. But like, if they understand the cause of it, then I think it's worth it. I think it's completely fine.
I think it's intimidating to students. I do.
It might be intimidating to students.
I think it is.
A little bit, yeah, to some students.
You know, and it's not a joke either. This isn't a joke. You guys are
No,
younger
they're
than I
not
am.
treating it like a joke.
You know, you guys are a lot younger than I am, and I'm going to tell you something. There's something about life experience
Yeah.
that you don't have that I do have, which
You
gives
do.
me a different perspective.
It's true, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you know how life is? Sometimes you have to learn things the hard way, right?
Wisdom, yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Hey, excuse me, can I ask you a question?
Feel free. Come on over.
I don't want to be disrespectful.
No, ask me a question. Go ahead.
How old are you? Like 9,
61.
61. Okay, wow.
No, you're right. You do have perspective that we don't, because you've lived like triple our lives. So, and that's cool. Like, and you're right. Again, the Marxist thing, great point. I agree. You don't want people to control you. Like, that are like, hey, you can't say this, or like this. You know, like these ideologies don't work. Like, they don't. And like socialism, for example, they'll always say, yeah, it works if we were in power. No, if you're in power, the same thing would happen. So a capitalistic like democracy, which honestly, even that to some level has bad things, but has more good things than bad things. So,
Why then, if you don't like the communist Marxist idea and the control associated with that, why are you aligning with it here in this encampment?
I don't think they're like that though. I mean, I think they're just.
Well, they are like that. You saw how intimidating they're trying to be to me. They won't let me block. They won't let you talk.
Listen, brother, you woke me up from my sleep. I'm just listening. Okay?
No, that's cool. I'm not referring to you. I'm referring to the yellow
And
vest.
he's just trying to make sure that everyone here is okay. That's all he's trying to do.
Yeah,
And
I would align with what they're saying, but you made a really good point about like the Marxist thing,
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, I don't,
the
I
Red
don't-
Green Alliance. The Red Green Alliance.
And I will look
He even
at-
has the red hat on.
No, I don't. Bro, I don't think.
It's-
I don't think he's like thinking about that.
No, he is. Sure, he is. Look at the red green on the scarf. Do you see the red green on the scarf?
That's for Palestine.
No, it's also indicative of the Red-Green Alliance and the Red-Green axis. I'll tell you what, when you Google it, you are going to be blown away. You look like a smart guy. When you Google the first thing, the Red-Green Alliance, Red-Green axis, and just look into that, you're going to see everything I'm telling you is true.
So
they are using you. These people are using you.
An Arab. I'm not even that cultured. So what he's wearing is basically like a custom Palestinian thing.
What's the scarf called?
Keffiyeh.
Keffiyeh.
So, and then the colors of his keffiyeh are the Palestinian flag.
So
is it possible that he's the no?
Let me
highly unlikely.
Yesterday, some people were telling me that the keffiyeh, the scarf,
Yeah.
is the gateway drug to the hijab. The hijab.
So what's
the hijab?
So what's the hijab?
The hijab is the head covering where it just covers the face of the women.
So
the face is
you're
exposed.
Christian. So Mother Mary, she wore the hijab, yes or no? She did, right? So that's a whole argument that I can make. But no, that's men wear that, and men,
So Mother Mary wore the hijab.
Yeah, she did. She wore a covering on her head, on her bosom. And that's
Catholic women wear coverings on their heads.
That's a beautiful thing. My grandma,
but it's not a hijab. A hijab is a Muslim head covering.
It's just like the word used to describe the covering
of the head. Yeah.
So on the rest of that story, the people from yesterday saying that the keffiyeh, people on the live stream.
Oh, okay. So they
that's
don't know,
the gateway
right?
drug to the hijab,
So,
and then the hijab is the gateway drug to the burqa, which people in Minnesota right now, women are forced to wear burqas.
So okay, you want to answer it?
Are they? I mean, forced is a very, selective word. How do you define forced to wear? Are you saying Islamically they're forced to wear? Because I'll tell you one thing.
You tell me
a
what...
burqa is it's a freedom of expression here in America. Do we not protect those rights to wear what you want? And in their case, they want to cover up. Is that not their right to, as an American? I think to say that it's a gateway. How's it going?
Yeah, because that's for you're wearing it and you're a dude.
Yeah, I don't know who said that. I'm not trying to say anyone's like anything about that. You know what I'm saying?
It's the feedback that we're getting from people who are seeing what's going on.
Well, this is a Palestinian symbol. Palestinian does not.
I remember Muslim. That. I'm old enough to remember Yasser Arafat wearing that.
Yeah. 61.
PLO.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to do math.
No, it's a while.
So but we're telling you as Muslims, because hijab is a Muslim thing. Niqab is also a Muslim thing. That does not result to wearing a hijab. That's like having a different color shoe and then saying, then he's gonna only wear pink shoes now. Like, dude, nah, like the frick. I wear shoes because I wear the same sandals that my Palestinian mom and dad and grandpa wore, and their grandpas. Like, everybody just wore it, So that's the answer to that. Now, like the forcing of wearing hijab and stuff.
Loomer's Army, what is that?
Loomer's Army is a group of people that support Laura Loomer.
Who's that guy? Is he like a...
Laura Loomer?
No, I've never heard of
Laura Loomer is the most banned and censored woman in the world.
Really?
What does she do? Is she like a politician?
She's an investigative reporter.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
And she uncovers so much corruption.
That's amazing.
That the man and the system have deplatformed her, depersoned her, taken away her bank. She can't have an Uber, a Lyft, no Uber Eats.
That's crazy.
No, it is. It's really bad. And that's where this control goes. And you can see it, but hold on one second.
Okay, go ahead.
What you can see in the way that they don't want me to speak. They don't want me to walk through. They don't want you to speak.
No, well,
think about this. This is censorship, and censorship comes in a lot of ways.
You're really being censored right now, for sure.
I just want to say, you keep throwing the word threatening around, and I'm not trying to call you out right now, but it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up to disagreements going on, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And holding the phone out in people's faces, it is kind of threatening. If we put the phone down and we just walk through here peacefully and talk, I'm sure no one would have a problem with you here.
Yeah.
It's just some people don't feel safe when there's a phone in their face and someone's questioning them about certain things that they're not comfortable answering.
That's logical to say too. Obviously, it's his right. He can do whatever he wants, right? But at the same time, it's like a dickhead move. Like if I'm gonna hold a phone to your face, right? Expect someone to be like, dude, back off, right? So
well, if you've seen every day here,
so that's what he's saying.
Every day, the people here are holding phones to people's faces. They're doing it every day. So I've been here. It's on video.
You can do it, is what I'm saying. But it's just like, don't expect, like, if I held my phone to your face, obviously you'd be like, hey, bro, like, calm down. Maybe you won't. Like, you seem pretty chill, right? So But with every action, there's a reaction. Like, if I'm going to do that, and I'm like, hey, bro, can I ask you a question? And I'm like, right here, you're probably going to be like annoyed, right? Especially if you don't know me. So that's just common sense. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Which I think you would agree with. But I know why. Like, you want to get a perspective that maybe people online don't have. Which is a good
Right,
thing.
because they're not allowed to see. Because there's a barrier put up.
Live streaming right now?
There's a wall.
Can I see?
Yep, we're live streaming.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. You should like
You know, you were talking about this Laura Loomer girl. I have no idea who she is.
Yeah.
Right? But you're trying to say that she has a right to free speech, like we all do. And I guess this is our form of free speech, practicing our First Amendment right as American citizens.
But it's an encampment. It's an illegal encampment on public property, defacing the building. And
Facing the building with washable chalk.
whatever you want to call it, that's
Okay.
defacing the building.
Okay.
However it's been done, chalk, art, whatever.
The thing is, though, and I kind of made the point where it's like, it's not a terrible thing. Is it bad to do? Illegal? Like, if it's illegal, then yeah, it's illegal. There's no arguing that, right? But it's one of those things where it's like, it's not terrible. But at the same time, like, something could be legal and it could be wrong. Like, segregation was legal at one point.
How long
right?
do you think the encampment will stay here? Do you think this encampment is going to go through July?
Brother, I'll be
Maybe.
honest with you. I hope this thing gets canceled tomorrow because not everybody wants to be here. No one's paying us to be here. We're all here voluntarily, fighting for what we believe in, fighting for my family, right?
Yeah.
I wish today, they're meeting with admin, I think, you know, and I wish that they settle everything so we can all go home and pack this up and we'll clean it like no one's ever here.
So that's cool. And then my last question, because I have to take off too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the last question is what I've learned through the group is the ultimate goal of the group is to get the school, the meeting with the admin that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What they want the school to do is divest from Israel,
I believe so, yeah.
right? And this is what is going on across the nation. This is
Yes.
like the main thing that all the encampments want the schools to do.
True.
Now, average people like me, laymen, people on my live stream, when they hear divest from Israel, what that means is no Jews allowed in the school.
No. We love Jews.
We love Jews.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So actually, we had, what is it, Shabbat? Or I
We had a
forgot
Shabbat.
the
We
yeah,
had
like
a Jewish Shabbat.
whoever says like Jews bad, no, like again, screw you. We'll fight you, right? And I'm Muslim, and there's some Christians here that'll say the exact same thing. But again, killing innocent civilians is wrong. No matter if you're a Jew, Christian, American dropping bombs, or a guy with a machete killing an innocent dude, right? So that's the point that I think we're trying to make.
The lady I camped out next to last night's a Jew.
Oh, shit, we have a Jewish camping.
She's camping with us.
Yeah, and I'm Muslim, and there's a Christian over there too. So they don't see faith here. Yeah, pretty cool. And obviously, clearly, different Democrat and Republican and different mindsets too. So it's not just all like Marxist guys controlling. There's also some other guys that, you know, are complete opposite side of the spectrum. So I hope you got a wide different, you know, array of opinions and interactions.
All right, thank you.
Your name?
Bill.
Bill? Nice
Thank
to
you,
meet
guys.
Bill. Yep. I'm glad you had this interaction. This is really good and fruitful. Any conversation is fruitful. So
Look up the Red Green Alliance.
I will.
He laughs at it because he doesn't want you to know about it.
No, I'll look it up.
And there's a reason. Put it this way: how come your age and you're in college, you're a pretty smart guy,
Yeah.
and you don't know about the Red Green Alliance, the Red Green Axis? Think about that. There's a reason you don't know that because they don't want you to know about it.
So I don't think it's like it's not one of those things that like, okay, most of these kids are just scrolling on TikTok. Like I don't think they even like know about history, you know? Like they don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like Red Green, I'm a Palestinian and I would probably hear about that, but I didn't hear about that. Yeah, I can help you.
And one more indicator of that, and then I'm out of here.
Yeah, what's up?
You've seen the flags that are here.
Yeah.
And the red-green flag that has the fist in the middle. Look at the fist.
So
The fist
this,
is
I would
red,
argue, is a
green,
conspiracy
but the
theory.
fist, no, it's a real flag. They're here. We've got them
No,
on tape.
What I mean is like,
argue
what I mean is
correctly.
like, because again, red and green is like literally the Palestinian flag.
Okay,
So,
but
like,
you
it's
talked
not
about
anything
BLM
red-green.
being bad. You talked about BLM being bad.
I said rioting and looting is bad. BLM,
On
the movement,
on
and
that
type of
flag,
is right.
on that flag, the symbol, the fist,
Yeah.
that's the BLM symbol. The red green on that fist, and you'll see the stripe of black.
Okay. So do you think this is a movement held by people that are paying these individuals to come here? Is that what you're making the argument against? Because
Across the nation,
I don't think that's a good
across the
argument.
nation, what we can see on the different videos, let's just use a couple examples.
Yeah.
those gray garbage cans.
Yes.
Sounds like a funny thing.
No, go for it.
But those Rubbermaid garbage cans,
Okay.
you see those at the encampments all across the nation. Okay?
No, that,
They're well, hold on though.
Yeah.
You see the shields with the handles
Yeah.
right here, okay, that we looked at before.
Yeah.
There's buckets of those handles across the nation.
Yeah. The cheapest handle at Walmart.
So this is coincidental that it's all the same stuff. Then you take the hard hats, the helmets,
Okay.
right,
Sold it everywhere.
across the nation. No, somebody's paying for all this stuff. Who's paying for the professionally made signs?
These are all donations.
At
no,
Kinko.
No, that's true. Like literally, students that pay for it.
The
'Cause I'm
students
one- I'm
paid
one
for
of them.
these signs.
Yeah, I'm one of them. Yeah, no, like for
Students are paying for this, huh?
So like all the wooden stuff, like
That's
I'm
what I'm
sure we
saying,
also
man.
got it, but like
So
Trust me, bro.
everybody's wrong. This is a very peaceful. There's no danger
Let me tell you
involved
something.
here.
Bill,
Yep.
I'm sorry, I don't want to disrespect you by calling you brother. The problem we're missing here in America, and I feel like a lot of people are thinking, is if this bothers you more than what's going on over there, we're missing the whole point of the thing. If we can watch 30,000 people die and not get upset, but once we put up an encampment to get people's attention, they get more upset with this, we're missing the whole point. You know what I'm saying?
that's a pretty valid point. Yeah, that's pretty logical.
Do you understand where I'm coming from at least? You can say no. You can be honest and say no. But I just want you to acknowledge that this shouldn't upset you more than seeing your tax dollars going to kill innocent babies.
Yeah, being sent to like a country that doesn't give a shit about us. So it's like, yeah, like damn, like you and me, the Americans are working our butts off. Like we're paying for, like we're not even focused on our own borders in Mexico, right? So then like we're spending money overseas for a country that is completely using us. It's crazy.
Yeah,
When
we
the average
agree.
American,
Totally agree.
Yeah, so I'm sure we agree on a lot of things, by the way, and I think you know that. I mean, we had this whole conversation now. So
All right, we're going to end the video. Thank you guys. It's been a great one.
thank you, man. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it.
Holy moly. That was good. That was really good. That was super good. That was my first time watching that all the way through since I did that this morning. And hold on, let me move this over here so I can call Marnie. We're going to get Marnie on the line, and we're going to unpack this. Let's see. This is Marnie right here. Call. All right, so let's call Marnie. Was that good, you guys, or what? That was great. That was great. Let's give this a minute. So we are live.
Hello, Bill.
Hello, Marnie.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Loomer's fan club.
Awesome. Let's just do a little sound check. And you guys throw me a 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat if Marnie sounds good. Let me listen over here.
How are you, everybody?
Yep, we're good. We're
Can
good.
you hear me?
Yep,
Okay,
we
good,
can hear
good,
you.
good.
Yep, we're all set. So,
How are you, everybody? Can you hear me? Okay, good, good, good.
oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's coming through. All right, perfect. Sound check good. Marnie? We got a sound check and we're
Yes.
good. Perfect.
Yep.
All right, so what I want to do, say hi to everybody quick. We've got people on Instagram, we've got people on Rumble, we've got people on X, and we have people on YouTube. That is unbelievable. So we're streaming on, obviously that's 4. It's really cool. I think Twitter, formerly known as X, is leading the way with 144. Rumble is in second with 22. Instagram at 6, and the YouTube, I don't know, 0. So that's why we don't stream on YouTube, because we got 0. YouTube doesn't want us showing our stuff there anyway, but it's fun that we're doing it on all 4. So here's what we're going to do. You just saw that video. If you missed it, it's okay, because we're going to go through the video right now. What we're going to do is we're going to analyze the video. So what I've been doing is running up to Milwaukee. This is my 4th time to this UWM encampment. I was there the first day, midweek, yesterday on Sunday, and then today in the morning. And the first day that I went up there, it's when I could get there. Rode up there on my motorcycle. after that, I went up at strategic times, lunchtime, and then this morning I went early. What time did I get there? Got there maybe around 8 in the morning. It's pretty early for Milwaukee, maybe a little earlier, but around 8 in the morning. And you'll see when we come in that basically I came into the front of UWM, parked a little ways away so I could kind of get a little scoop, you know, and I saw that it was really quiet. And then you'll see when I went in, I saw that the path was open, and I just went for it and went right into the camp. And then that's when they got a little excited. But what you're going to see is that I was actually just watching this video the first time. I think that was really a cool video. I did really well, and I don't know if you've watched my other videos, but I just want to let people know that I've been doing this a little while, and not to pat myself in the back, but I use the words specifically and kind of let them talk. Hey, it's just an interview. It's kind of my way to kind of make a soft interaction between the people, and you can see how I can really make these people talk, you know what I mean? So it's working. And these last 4, you can look at my videos, see them all on the X, and then what we've done on the X, we've taken those and put them on the Rumble and then analyzed them. So you, on the Rumble, you can see the videos there in kind of what we're doing here tonight. But tonight we're going to welcome Marnie, and Marnie called me. And what did you tell me when you called me, Marnie?
Bill, first of all, Bill, thank you so much. You did an incredible job with all these videos, but especially this one. You really hit the target on this. And what struck me the most about this whole video was the guy in the red hat with the embroidery FRSO. That stands for Freedom Road Socialist Organization. That guy is a bona fide communist. Okay. And would you like me just to go into a little bit of the background of the Freedom Road Socialist Organization?
I do.
And
This
what
is
it
a perfect timing because it really puts it into perspective, Marnie. People are going to have a different way they look at this whole video. And I think it's really important to deal with it now because I even teased that on the tweet, the FRSO, and I'm even learning this. But I knew, as you guys noticed in the video, I knew something about that hat, didn't I? I'm going to pat myself on the back, and Marnie knows. I knew that hat. I knew there was something up with that hat. And Marnie called me and she's like, Bill, that hat. And I'm, okay, so tell us about it, Marnie.
Okay, so first of all, I'm on their website and I'm going to tell you what they say about themselves. And then I'm going to flip over to what the Wikipedia says about them. All right. So they say Freedom Road Socialist Organization is a national organization of revolutionaries fighting for socialism in the United States. Our home is in the working class. All right. However, they're not quite right about that because the Freedom Road Socialist Organization is in fact a communist organization. It is a organization that adheres to the Leninist. They consider Karl Marx, Engels, Lenin, Stalin, and Mao Zedong as the principal theorists of Marxism, Leninism. And they are a very dangerous communist/terrorist organization here in the United States. They have actually been investigated by the FBI. And not only that, their roots are primarily in Minneapolis. And I actually went toe-to-toe with them a few years ago when they ramped up a car rally for Gaza on Nakba Day. Nakba Day is actually the day that Israel was founded, the day that Israel was declared a state, okay? But they call it Nakba Day, the day of catastrophe. So when I heard about this car rally they were having in Minneapolis when I lived there at the time, I organized my own pro-Israel car rally. We got a bunch of people together and we met them head on in their parking lot as they were getting ready for their car parade. these are violent people. And not only were they investigated by the FBI, I believe that Jessica Sundin, one of the organizers, actually went to prison for funding Hezbollah. And not only that, they were the main players in the George Floyd riots in Minneapolis. They were the behind-the-scenes organizers, in addition to Antifa and BLM. And the fact that this guy was there proudly having his little red communist hat on says to all of us that this is a highly organized and funded national Gaza camp, I don't know what you call it, terror campaign. And you guys, you have to understand, it goes deeper than the Israel-Gaza conflict. They are using that to overthrow our United States government. This is about the revolution. And they are using our youth as little communist members, useful idiots, to implement this revolution. So you have to understand there's a lot of layers about this. But Bill, you hit the nail on the head when you took a video of this guy, the FRSO, the totally bona fide communist, right there at the encampment.
Thank you, Marnie. I was just thinking about the video work that I did, because you have to remember, I'm talking, I'm trying to be calm and do the video work too, and it's pretty good. I mean, I have to say, this is one of my better videos. This is really good. So thank you for that, Marnie. This is very deep, very layered, and very bad, and nobody knows about it, but we're going to get the word out. So let's walk through the video. Let's move through, and then we'll stop. Once I get up to the gate, we'll just go from there, and we're going to stop, and then we're going to take a look, and then Marnie's going to point some things out. Like, one of the things Marnie saw that's kind of ironic is the guy slathering the cream cheese on that bagel. You know, let's see. How funny. All right, let's just play it and go. Oh, yeah, will it play? It's going to play. I mean, why is it spinning now? I mean, do we have to reload it? Let's see. Sometimes you do. There's so much running, you guys. If you could see what my one little laptop is running right now, 4 live streams. That's crazy. If you ever need to get a laptop, get an MSI gaming laptop. MSI gaming laptop. That thing is a tank. All right, so it's going to work. So here I arrived. I don't forget the exact time. It was around 8 o'clock. And I forgot something in my car. I had to go back to the car. So I'm like, oh, shit. I forgot what I forgot. Oh, I left my wallet in the car. I'm like, I can't leave my wallet in the car. Keep my wallet on me. You cannot, in Milwaukee, don't leave any valuables in your car. Actually, on the way there, on the way driving to Milwaukee, there was a parking ramp that I had to go by, and there was a sign, do not leave any valuables in your car. So they warn people coming into Milwaukee, do not leave any valuables in your car. It will be stolen. Oh, that was by the Fiserv Forum. That's where the RNC is going to be. The RNC is like in a very dangerous part. It's going to be interesting. So get the wallet out. All right, walk back. Now I started from over here because I wanted to get the kind of the lay of the land. The other times I came, I was bringing my motorcycle up. I would ride up here, park it over here, and just boom, right across the street. The encampment is right in front of UWM, right in the front. So when you get to this corner, across the street is UWM. I mean, UWM's a big campus. This is like the main part. And you'll see the encampment's right up front, right on the street, right in everybody's face, right in front of the main building. So I went up early on purpose, hoping to catch him off guard. Go look in the previous videos and you're going to see they would have anywhere from 4 to 6 of these marshals at the gates. I never pushed it to get in. I didn't have to get in those days. Just kind of waited and saw when it would work. I was right. When you share this out, everybody take a minute and share, and tag at UWM, Share this to UWM. Share this to President Trump. Share this to Laura Loomer. Share it to Donald Trump Jr., Lara Trump, RNC, everybody. I need you guys to share this out to everybody. Share it on every platform. Get it everywhere. We're going to have Marnie's commentary in here. Marnie's exactly right. And we're going to stop and go through it again. So what she just said there, that's just like giving us an overview of how highly coordinated this is. How extremely bad. This is a revolution. A revolution being set up right before the election, right? The timing is also indicative. This isn't a joke. They're not going to let President Trump in there by hell or high water. If they have to have a revolution, call in martial law, just think about where they're taking them, right? And Marnie, feel free to jump in anytime.
Okay. First of all, Bill, you were very strategic in going early in the morning this morning, before they were awake and ready for you, or ready for anybody. That was very clever of you. So it's all about timing and location. You did a great job. You'd already done your due diligence. You'd already been there 2 times prior, so you could scope it out.
Continuing
so
to
look
film.
at that. Now they're the guards there, getting ready for you. The little commie guard.
Yep.
She's radioing. We got what they call you, a instigator.
A possible instigator.
Instigator.
That's what they called me yesterday. I have to make a T-shirt out of that. Possible instigator. That's a perfect T-shirt, isn't it?
Hashtag possible instigator. That's great. See, nobody's up. If they even were staying overnight, they probably went home to their own mommy and daddy's basement or their bed or whatever. They didn't want to inconvenience themselves.
So far, I'm just walking right in.
Oh, here
And
comes Fatso.
so far, they haven't really stopped me, but now it's going to get interesting, right? There was something I thought that was interesting about the art kit. What about the art kit, Marnie? I mean, the art kit, hold on, let's get to I got to figure out how I'm controlling this thing. So let's go to the art kit for a minute. That's where I go here. Now, this is going, right, okay, the art kit. What's up with the art kit? To keep the kids occupied and happy. Isn't it? It is.
It's so childish. It's like kindergarten.
That's what I'm thinking, isn't it?
It's like finger painting for revolutionaries. Wannabes.
This is, and you're going to hear me in the video. At some point, I said juvenile too.
You called them crayon kids.
And crayon kids, I called them. I called them crayon kids. It just is like, because it's what it is, isn't it? It's what it is. You can't hide it. Here it is, right here. You can't tell me otherwise. It's pathetic. This is really, it's just, let's keep going. The rubber mallet. Got to have it's the white rubber mallet.
Is that a binky in there? Do I see a little pacifier?
In here? In
maybe.
The garbage can?
Just kidding.
Oh.
A binky.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I believe it. No, it's, hey, that's...
I would. I know, right?
Tarps. The prayer rugs.
Yeah. They're not doing that. Those women are not capable of doing yoga.
No,
they can barely get up. I mean,
exactly.
Help! I fallen. I can't get up.
That's yoga mats.
Probably. And by the way, the prayer mats, you guys, you've probably seen on the other campuses, the imams, they have the call to prayer. They are converting these kids to Islam right there in the Gaza encampment. They do the little war cry, whatever Allahu Akbar bullshit they have over the loudspeaker. And then they have them say the Shahada, which is how you convert to Islam. It's like 3 sentences, like, there's no other God but Allah, I pledge allegiance to Allah, blah, 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 presto, you're a Muslim. They are doing that. They're converting our kids to Islam, and they don't even know it.
No, you can see them. They're wearing the garb.
Very concerning. It's
Right.
very concerning on so many levels. They're
Once
doing
they get
so
the
many
scarf
things.
on them, right? Once they get the scarf around their neck,
Yep.
boom. You just
Once the
just-
girls wear a keffiyeh on their head, they're going to wear the hijab. And they're going to come around with real pretty scarves and like, oh, look how pretty you look, and I'll just make you look beautiful in the little scarf like it's no big deal. Oh, it is. And they'll never be able to escape from Islam. You can't escape from Islam, only by death. That's it. That's part of the agenda, folks. This is part of the agenda to Islamicize America, but particularly our kids.
It is, and you know, Marnie, there was something in my gut instinct today that made me go to the Red Green Alliance, because I'm going to be honest, I didn't have that in my head prior to going here. And part of driving up to the rally or the protest is thinking, right? Because you're driving, you're thinking, okay, boom, 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 to execute your action here. And that was not in my head. But when I got there, it's where I had to go, and it was perfect. It worked out perfect, and it really did. And it's because of what I've seen, well, plus what I know, but over the last 3 times of being there and watching what they did with this area, because I got there the first day and saw them setting up stuff, putting the helmets together, building their stupid little cardboard shields and everything. But then saw it progress. And then yesterday, they had the poles, the hardwood poles, the flag poles with the flags just lined across the front. You're just like, wow. And then reinforced barriers with plywood, and the reinforced barrier on the side that you saw in this, or we'll see in this video. But
it's like an Islamic shanty town. You know, these are like the poor kids, like the step kids. The big ones at UCLA and Columbia and, you know, New York and all, they got the big kahunas. They got the big money. These kids are like the step kids here with their little homemade signs and crayons and stuff. It doesn't seem like romper room on Islamic romper room.
Yeah, well, in feeling out that last guy that in the video that I was talking to, the young kid, in feeling him out, even when I asked him about Trump, I kind of knew where he was going to go, because we did agree on a lot of stuff. So I know how to lead him through that conversation to get out of him what I wanted to get out of it. So let's go.
That was a great job, by the way. You're very good at interviewing, getting people to talk, making them comfortable with you.
Thank you, Marty, and that's good. It takes a little practice. I've been doing this some years. I don't want to say how many, but it's been a while. Now watch. This is one of the main things I wanted to get. So this was the main thing I wanted to get. Now you guys do a screenshot of this and then zoom in on it, print screen. This chart, it was in yesterday's video where one of the useful idiots was telling me everything that was on it, and that there was a QR code where you can support. So take a screenshot of that. Here, let's move it a minute. There you go. That's clearer. And then go look at that. Let's dig into that. This is one of the things, because this is something that I couldn't see from the outside. So that's the main thing I wanted to get from today. So.
They have urgent needs. I think I see Play-Doh on there.
Can we? I don't have a Zoom. I don't have a Zoom capability. If anybody can do a screenshot and then zoom in on it and put it in the chat.
Maybe I can zoom in on it. Oh, wait a minute. I can zoom in on it. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, this is funny. At the top it says, "Get a job."
What?
No, seriously. It says, "Get a job for Palestine something, Palestine urgent needs." And here's the jobs. They have list them. Marshals. What does that say? Wow. Can't hardly read they can't even write. Live streaming, medics, supply something or other, thou something, other jobs, security, marshals, jail support. Oh, there's a job for you. Medics, police. I know, right? Police liaisons. Can't talk up something or other. I can't read that. Get to know your neighbor. Yep, get to know your neighbor. I'm trying to zoom in here on my laptop.
Food.
Okay, yep. And then up on the right-hand side at the very top, supplies. Blankets, thermal something or other. I can't even write. We do not take cards. Whatever that means. They don't take credit cards? Oh, gosh. Well, okay. That's the man. I suppose they don't want to have that 3% charge. Door guards, supply, transparency, something, inventory, trash pickup. I can't read it. Keep supplies on campus. And then there's social media. See Alan or Kayla. They have something blasters.
So these are urgent needs, stuff they need. Urgent.
Yeah.
How urgent is it?
Oh, yeah. Urgent. Here we go. Food, teachers, community, organizations, something or other. How about just get a job, like a real paying job in your society?
You can't employ.
You
No, you can't. You can imagine employing one of these people. That's a no. Well, the one kid in the video, he's probably, he even said he has a business.
He had his own business.
Yeah.
The Palestinian. Okay, so go ahead.
So yeah, I got that much time out of her before she could move over there. I think based on her weight.
That's why they have these fat chicks as marshals, so they can block your, view of signs
built-in
and
billboard
stuff. Built-in.
It's true.
Blockers, tackle blockers.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. Nice job, Bill. Full mask respirators. Half mask respirators. EpiPens. Blankets. Wagons. They need some wagons. Oh, that was... See, just that 1 second, I got it good, though, didn't I? Let's see. This is how...
Yeah, good job on that.
Let's see. Then we can screenshot it. Come in, faked her out.
Okay. Good job on that.
Just normal stuff that you have at your Jihad. Yesterday, I wasn't quite able to see. I can confirm today they have the gay flag in here. I just think there's a little irony there. Just saying. And you notice there was not a sound. I was seriously wondering if people were in these tents. No movement. I'm like, what time is it, right? Everybody's in there sleeping? Come on. It's true. It's only 2 people here. What they're calling marshals. You a marshal? I don't see anybody in the tents. I don't hear anybody. That is the gay flag on that tent.
Thank you, good and brave people.
There's the rainbow flag. Yep, chickens for Colonel Sanders.
Thank you, you two. We came in here last time and you were so
Oh, Bill, are they building a wall? That's immoral. they, they, they sure did not
You guys share
major
this
in
out.
construction or architecture. Oh my God, these are so bad. They're like the stepchild of the UCLA,
Oh my God, that is so
Columbia,
funny.
That is so Soros fund. Did they not get the Soros money?
Oh, wait,
Their
hold on a
tents
second.
aren't matching.
Hold on. Did you guys hear me? No, my mic was off, wasn't it? Did you hear me telling you about the barricade? No. You didn't even hear me, did you?
I don't see anybody in the tents. I don't hear anybody.
Watch.
That is the gay flag on that tent.
Hold on, right here. So pay attention to the door. Now the mic's on. Okay, pay attention to this door and this wall. Hold on.
And please, thank you, good and brave.
All right, right here. Oh man, this is good. You guys, glad I caught that the mic was off and you didn't hear me, because this barricade, look at, oh, that's just a door in the ground. What are they doing with the door? I don't know. The doors are being used to make the barricade that they're going to swing over to lock this place down. And that's what we saw at the entrance. You'll see it at the end of the video. Coming in, I saw it, but so they have barricades pre-made to block this whole thing off so nobody can get in. Here, watch. And then what I'm thinking, these are going to swing over to the right and block this sidewalk off. They've got them on the other side for that other sidewalk where I walked in. After they swing these over, boom, then this one comes behind it or to the right. And then they have more wood here for the barricade. So they're planning on locking this place down. These people aren't going anywhere. These kids don't know what they're fucking up for. And somebody can tell me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I think I'm right. They've got something up their sleeve. See that? Watch. Zoom. They swing right over. Boom, and block off the sidewalk. Now nobody can get in or get out. Because they've already have a wall here up to the bus stop. So that's already walled.
You guys share this out. Same girl that was here yesterday. Obviously, she's being paid.
We need a name for that blocker.
Who's paying
that
you?
Big gal. In the chat, you guys.
Who's paying you?
We need a name for her. Who
Do you
can
get a
name
paycheck
her?
or is it direct?
Big Bertha butt lady.
I can't come up with a name, but she's been here.
Somebody in the chat can do that. Come on, folks. We got to
Yeah,
name. We got to name
exactly.
her.
And what's up
Name
with
the
the glasses? This
big
is the
fat
popular
commie.
set of glasses. Are these even real glasses or some sort of a fake costume glasses? You know what I mean? Because I spotted these on a few different women.
Deposit. When they bring the food, do you get to go in line first?
You know why I asked her that? Because when I was there yesterday and they brought the food in, I heard them announce on the speaker that the marshals get to get in line first. So I knew the answer to the question. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Privileged. They're privileged.
Yeah.
I thought
Do you get a
they were all
paycheck or
supposed
is
to
it
be equal. What's
Well,
going
that's on the
Wait a
board.
minute.
On the board, they need marshals, right? See, on the board, they were
Yep.
looking for marshals. So if you become a marshal, you get to get in line first.
Oh my
See
God.
how that works?
Direct deposit. Paid.
Solid 3.5. Bertha, Helga, and
Who's paying
Olga. That's awesome.
Who's paying
Oh
you?
my God.
See how she was trained to move towards me
Little
like that?
they're trained. They're highly skilled.
Do you get a
She's
paycheck
commie
or is it
Karen.
direct
She's
deposit?
all trained up. Oh, I'm really going to be intimidating. I
When
weigh
they bring the
300
food, do you get to go in
pounds.
line
Just sit
first?
on him and show him up. Yeah. Okay.
Do you go to school here?
You got it. Let's move on. Dorcas. Agatha. Helga.
There's more of the handles.
All right.
Let's get a close-up of what kind they are.
Okay, where do you want to fast forward, Marnie, a little bit?
Yeah, let's keep going. Let's go on to the good stuff when you start interviewing people.
Okay.
You know, and
Yeah. Let's go.
red-headed little commie guy, that skinny commie guy, the FRSO guy shows up. I thought the interview with a Muslim guy was actually quite good. Yeah, dead eyes there. No kidding.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, everybody.
Breathing in her
So we're streaming on
CO2.
Rumble, we're streaming on X, we're streaming on YouTube, and we're streaming on Instagram all at the same time. That is awesome. Thank you, everybody. So every once in a while when we have all this going, you have to reload.
I think I'm going to have a nightmare with that thing staring at me.
You do the
honestly.
chalk art?
If I wake up at 3 in the morning, Bill,
Oh,
I'm
here's
calling
some-
you.
Are you one of the little fucking petulant?
Here, let's get this part, though. The part about the building, Marnie, you know, here's the thing, you guys. Ridicule is one of the Alinsky tactics. So what they're doing, the Alinsky tactics, I'm giving them a little bit of their business back, and you can see what it did to them. It just threw them into a little whammy. But look at this. So what I wanted to just look at is see if there's anything on here specifically. I just want to go through the art, see if anything stands out to you, Marnie, on this, any of the art.
Look at this.
Art?
Well, yeah.
You mean the little kindergarten chalk
Yeah.
drawings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flag.
You got to keep the kids occupied, you know.
Just
got to give them their little graham
pathetic or what?
crackers
Look
and
at this.
milk and have them take a nap.
Motel.
And then wake up and do arts and crafts.
Here, look at this. And there's a point where she wouldn't let me go inside. And that made me think, why won't she let me go inside? She's not in charge of these doors, right? What's in there she doesn't want me to see? So that's my next mission, is to get through those doors or figure out what's in there. Because look at
this is what
motel.
happens when you let.
Are there motel hall? Is that motel? That's definitely hall. M-O-T-E. Not quite an L. M-O-T. Looks like motel hall.
Your kid.
Are there people staying inside there? Here it is. From the river to the sea, right? There you go. See, this is a nice screenshot, don't you think? What does that mean, Marnie,
Hey.
from the river to the sea?
The river to the sea. Gosh, I don't know. What river? What sea? Yeah. It means Judenrein, no Jews. They're going to take over. Well, that's never going to happen, but they want it. to totally take over Israel for Islam. Basically, it's jihad.
So,
Yep, Judenrein.
is it an exaggeration, Marnie, when I say that in these interviews, I say to the people, well, what people are telling me is that what your group wants to do, and I get them all to agree with me that what the group, isn't that good how I do that, Marnie? Can we all agree that what they want is for the school to divest from Israel? Yep, agree. Yep. We all agree. Okay. And then I say, well, what that really means, you guys, in layman's terms, is no Jews allowed. Is that accurate, Marnie?
Yeah, you did say that. And they were like, oh, we love, and the Muslim guy goes, I wrote it down.
Right.
I couldn't believe it.
But I mean, what I'm saying.
We love Jews.
Right. What I'm saying is right, though, because we can see it right here, right?
It is.
So what I'm saying is, that's not an exaggeration. No Jews allowed in this school, right?
Yep.
That's it.
Judenrein. No Jews.
Now, people, this is what people have to really get a hold on, I think. People don't get that, Marnie. It's right here, you guys. Take a screenshot of that. That's what that means. And nobody's going to admit it, are they, Marnie?
They either don't know it or they won't admit it. The commie guy knows it, but the Muslim guy, I don't know.
No, they don't know it. They don't know it. No, they don't know. He honestly doesn't know.
Yeah, they don't.
No, he doesn't know.
He was like, oh, we have Jews here. We love
Yep.
Jews. We had Shabbat service. I'm like, what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's Christians.
You're kidding?
No.
Well, chickens for KFC, basically.
It's
You'll
draw on
use
the wall
idiots.
with crayons.
But you should ask
These
them
are
next time you go,
Mm-hmm.
when you have that convo about, divesting from Israel. You should say,
Mm-hmm.
oh, well, does that also mean that you would divest from any Israeli products? Because, they're boycotting Starbucks because Starbucks, I don't know, has something to do with Israel. So, yeah, does that mean you won't purchase anything that's made in Israel? And they'll go, yeah, we don't want that. And then you say, oh, well, did you know that the component parts of your cell phone are made in Israel and that a lot of the apps that you use are created in Israel? Did you know that? And they'll be like, huh? And you'll be like, yeah. And then maybe I'll send you a list. You can just actually print it out and show it to them. Component parts are made in Israel.
And I'll go get one of
then
their
you
little
have
gray garbage cans.
And to get a garbage can and hold it out and go, okay, if you really truly want to divest, put your devices in the garbage can right now on camera. Otherwise, you're a hypocrite. I really want to see what they do about that.
That is really good. That's like that's a Loomer stunt right there.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And it's
And
easy
I
to
can
remember.
get you a list
the
of all the
componentry,
component parts.
some of the componentry and the apps. That's easy to remember. In your iPhone.
And the technology was
Made
founded in Israel by Israel. Yeah.
So
Israelis.
let's divest right here, right now.
Mm-hmm,
Or no,
get a garbage can and then put a sign on it and say something about divestiture, divest now, divest from Israel here, and with an arrow. And they just go around and say, okay, we're divesting. Here, put your phone in the garbage can. They will never do that. They'll probably beat you up.
1908, Marnie. And then look where we are so few years later. Boom. From the river to the sea.
Crayon kids. This is what happens when you're a parent and you allow your kid to draw on the wall with crayons. Then they come to college and they draw on the walls with chalk like little fucking petulant children.
So, hey, Christians,
Here it is again. Here it is again. Free Palestine from the river to the sea. So I'm going to screenshot
They have
that.
no do.
No, we're going to have, one of the things is here. Now we have this. They can erase it, Marnie, and they can wash it off. But you know what? They're not getting rid of it because I have it right here. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that
proof.
shot.
You have, Bill.
Look at this. This is beautiful.
Laura says, you have the receipts. We are bringing in the receipts here on Loomer Fan Club.
These are the receipts. Look at that. That is beautiful. Thank you for putting that into perspective. This is cool. And this is like, when I'm panning through, I'm like, okay, I'll be able to stop it. I'll be able to stop it right here. Look at that. That is a beauty. From the river.
And I haven't seen has anybody seen anybody else do what Bill does, actually go into the encampment and take these videos? I haven't seen it. No.
Go, people, go. Look how easy this is. You just take your cell phone and you just go. It's
Just go.
you just go. Look at this palace. That's a nicer. Look at that. That's art right there because of what we're doing. You know what I mean? I can put that in a little poster like Laura does as a remembrance.
Look at this.
You can just tweet that out.
Oh, the Holy Bible.
True, that too.
So-
Yes, Marnie. We can tweet these screenshots out. Thank you. Obviously, I know that, but yes, you guys, this is golden. This video right here. Do this yourself.
Your receipts.
Go through the video, stop it, screenshot it, tweet it. This is good stuff. And then look at this.
The Holy Bible.
They're defacing public property. That's a crime. By the way, I read that the University of Minnesota, they had their Gaza encampment, and they sustained about $500,000 worth of damage to the university. And now the legislature is trying to decide who has to pay for it. $500,000 worth of damage. Okay.
Well, look at
Tell me
these
that's not a
doors.
crime.
Okay, these are wooden doors, right? And are you sure that chalk washes out of that grain? The chalk gets in the grain? Are you sure?
That ironic? Let's get a little closer.
And this is what is this, Jihadi? Who knows what this is?
What, the Viva Palestine thing?
Is that what this is?
Yeah, it's above the 1900, it says Viva Palestine. And they have the little cute
See if we
chants,
can-
They only know how to chant. It's like
Got a guard
they're
at the
such
door. now.
robots.
She's guarding the door.
They have to be told what to think, what to say, what to dress,
Mitchell
who
Hall.
not to talk to.
Look at this. Look at this.
Well, they've been indoctrinated.
This
since
is
they
the
were,
summer of jihad. And you want to say they're not
Here we
engaging
are.
in violent.
on these leftist campuses. This is what you get. And there's the Holy Bible. I'm like, what is that doing there?
And terrorism and
Marxism,
intimidation. What is this?
communism hates religion.
Who colors
Right?
on a building?
So why is the Bible doing
Little
there?
babies,
that is the weirdest
children.
thing.
Pathetic little children. Look at them.
This is almost like I should get a photo award for this. This is something that you give people like a big award for. Look at that. It's like a battle photo.
That looks like it's Arabic.
What the hell?
Look at these people.
That's not English. That's Arabic.
Are you
I don't know what it says.
Oh,
But
okay, yeah. I gotta remember that you're about 30 seconds behind me. So let's keep that in mind. So if you guys are hearing me and
Okay.
I'm a little out of whack, that's why it just dawned on me. I'm like, okay, because that's how this works. But that's cool. But I need to keep that in mind in my commentary.
you the one who drew on the building? Did you do any of this chalk art? Do you want to take responsibility for this chalk art? How about you? Did you do the chalk art? Are you one of the people who did the art on the building? Who drew on the building? Intimidation is a form of violence. These are definitely violent people. They try to intimidate you. They have no respect for their elders. Look at this, people. So now we're up to 4 people. My question now is anyone even in these tents? I can only see one person. We're going to see 2 people.
Okay.
I can see and not see. Marshals. Let's do it. Whoa, these are, look at this. Moment inside the UWM encampment. We're inside.
Okay, let's move on to the interviews, Bill. Because that's where the fun begins.
Me. They think they're terrorizing me.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
They
I
could
can't
use
stand
banner.
looking at her anymore.
I don't think it's that
Please.
level. Cool.
It's just like creeping me out. She's
of
creepy.
terrorism. Running
Look at
into you, making bodily
I found
contact,
it. I
which
found
this
it.
one's
I
done
found
so
it.
far,
I found it.
and this one. You've seen it all on video.
Still.
This is proof. This isn't evidence, it's proof what these people are up to. Sir, would you like to do an interview?
Sure, yeah.
Excellent.
What's up?
Did you stay over?
I did.
How was it?
Like
A little cold?
Comfortable wise?
Yeah.
Like a solid 6 out of 10. It was alright. Yeah.
Are you going to stay for breakfast?
Probably, but I have to move my car. Yeah.
All right. Do you plan on staying throughout the event?
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna leave, work on stuff, and then come
Hey,
back.
where's the Muslim
Cool.
guy?
Do you actually go to
Let's see
school here?
Yes, I do.
him. Going to the
Okay,
Muslim
cool.
guy interview.
And
Bill.
you're 20?
Yeah.
When are you going to graduate?
Gonna graduate probably 2 years from now.
Congratulations. Are you getting all...
Marnie, I've got the Palestine guy up. Do you see him? I stopped the feed so we can get caught up.
I don't see him.
Okay, I've got him up. What are you watching on Rumble?
Yeah.
Push your green line.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
Okay, I see him.
All right.
Cool.
So where do you see him now? Because we're almost in sync here. Is he just coming to the video? Should I back up a second?
No, keep going.
We're good. Perfect.
A's.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Pretty well. I'm actually pretty
Wait a minute.
doing well. In
Yeah,
my
here
own
he comes.
business
I'm
rather
seeing him
than
now.
school.
He's coming
Yeah,
up.
cool. Well, that's good.
'Cause, yeah, I don't really.
So, did you see these young ladies intimidating me? Did you see them running into me?
No, I mean they've been pretty cool this entire time.
But I don't hear him.
Now that you're here, and that's interesting. That
Yeah, I'll be totally honest. Yeah.
yeah, no, and it's awesome.
you're muted.
It's interesting that they're allowing you to speak to me. You're the first person they've allowed to speak to me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm cool. I mean, I don't.
That's cool.
Maybe you're holding a phone to my face, so they might.
Right. But I can hear it. Oh, so I'm not going to be able to hear him? I've got my laptop on. Well, actually I don't, because I don't want to do feedback, but I can hear it from your phone, right? Oh, okay. Well, then I'll unmute my laptop then.
See that as like bad, but it's your complete free speech. You can do that, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Do what you want to do, man.
So, what do you think about the defacing of the building by the chalk
back up.
on your school?
To be honest,
Do you see these young ladies intimidating me?
probably, but
Look what they're doing. They're trying to terrorize me. They think they're terrorizing me. They think intimidation is a form of terrorism. Running into you, making bodily contact, which this one's done so far, and this one. You've seen it all on video. This is proof. This isn't evidence, it's proof what these people are up to. Sir, would you like to do an interview?
sure, yeah.
Excellent.
What's up?
Did you stay over?
I did.
How was it?
A
little cold.
Marnie, I just figured something else out. This is what you do when you're doing these live streams like this. And this is the first time we've actually done a call-in. What I can do is I can listen through a device, and then I'll be listening at the same location you are. Because if I listen through my headphones with the computer doing the broadcast, let's say I'm 30 seconds ahead of you, maybe 40 seconds. But I don't have to do it that way. I can take the headphones off, and I have my mic muted. I can listen through a device so that we're listening at the same time. And then I can also watch it too at the same time. So that'll work better. So let's try that. It'll be fun.
comfortable wise.
Yeah.
Like a solid 6 out of 10. It was alright. Yeah.
Are you going to stay for breakfast?
Probably, but I have to move my car. Yeah.
All right. Do you plan on staying throughout the event?
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna leave, work on stuff, and then come back here.
Cool. Do you actually go to school here?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And
I'm 20.
you're 20?
Yeah.
When you going to graduate?
Gonna graduate probably 2 years from now.
Congratulations. Are you getting all A's?
Yeah, I'm pretty well. I'm actually pretty doing well in my own business rather than school.
Yeah, cool. Well, that's good.
'Cause, yeah, I don't really.
So, did you see these young ladies intimidating me? Did you see them running into me?
No, I mean they've been pretty cool this entire time.
Now that you're here, and that's interesting. That
Yeah, I'll be totally honest. Yeah.
yeah, no, and it's awesome. It's interesting that they're allowing you to speak to me. You're the first person they've allowed to speak to me.
Oh, yeah, I mean I'm cool. I mean I don't.
That's cool.
Maybe you're holding a phone to my face, so they might see that as like bad. But it's your complete free speech. You can do that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Do what you want to do, man.
So, what do you think about the defacing of the building by the chalk art on your school?
To be honest, like, I think it has a message that's like, yo, like, okay, this needs to, because, okay, you have to remember, like, what they're doing is for a good cause. Like, okay, how do I explain this? Like, you know, the BLM movement?
Yep.
And that was like riots, and that was like straight up like vandalism, like to its highest degree.
Right.
Like that, obviously terrible.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't do that.
Okay.
And like stealing from other people's things.
Okay.
This, I mean, I don't think it's that level.
Well, did you see on the first day, there's a big red banner, person holding it right over here.
Okay.
Did you see the BLM logos on that banner?
No, I mean, it's not bad to hold the BLM logo. Like, that's your freedom of speech. What I'm saying is, like, when you're, like, looting and rioting, that's going to look completely terrible.
Well, where do you think this goes? Where are they going with this?
I mean,
it's not going there.
Now, so like,
well, they've already started with defacing public property, the building. That's not cool. That's like children writing on the wall with crayons.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't have done that.
Thank you for saying that. I mean, they could use signs.
Okay, yeah.
They could use banners.
Yeah, they should have, yeah.
You've got the art supplies over there.
Yeah, that's no denying that. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. Yeah.
That's awesome to hear you say that.
Yeah,
it is.
But, I mean, you know, like, what are you going to do? Like,
no, people like you that are involved in the movement, what are you going to do? There's people that have to stand up and say what's right and what's wrong. And you go to, do you pay tuition here?
It's one of those things that's like, it's not much big of a deal to like really care about, but like, yeah, like you're right. Maybe step by step, it might something might happen, but at the same time, maybe not. You know, so it's like if anything does get to a level where it's like, okay, yeah, rioting and looting is happening, I think common sense will kick in and people will just be like, all right, like no, we shouldn't do this.
What do you think? Let me show you something over here.
Yeah. Sure.
What about these tools of violence? I call these tools of violence. Shields, sticks, homemade.
I just want to say one thing that I really didn't think about, but what do they need all the cord and the rope for? Just for some small cord. A lot of cord and rope. What are they going to use that for? What do they use that for? Think about that. Somebody tell me in the chat.
They get.
Oh, I can explain that.
Okay.
If you like.
Sure.
So yeah. So like, I forgot that campus on Arizona, UCO. I don't know. I totally don't know what it's called, but there's people that are like completely like psycho, and we're like literally shooting tear gas and like fighting and like coming and like not killing, but hurting people. So I think those are built in preparation for wackos like that. Which would you agree that's pretty logical and like fair to have? Like that's not to like hit other people, it's to protect us from getting hit from other people, which has happened in like many other states. So that's the logic behind that.
Well,
Marnie, can you profile this guy, this Muslim 20-year-old guy, goes to UWM, has some businesses. What's up with this guy? Hello, Marnie, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What can you profile this guy?
He's an Americanized Muslim guy, born here, privileged. He's uneducated about his own religion, probably never read the Quran, doesn't really understand Sharia or Islam, or is lying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think he knows about Islam like we do. Or he's lying. He's got taqiyya. But I really don't. I think he's just kind of dumb.
Yeah. I don't think he knows.
About his own religion.
I don't think
he
knows
doesn't know.
No. Because he didn't know anything about red-green axis.
A lot of Muslims, especially in America or westernized countries, they don't read the Quran. Okay. So they're like cultural Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
He even admitted that at one point where he said, I'm not too religious.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he doesn't know. He doesn't go to mosque. Doubtful anyway. His mom may or may not wear a hijab. They might just be kind of marginal Muslims. He's not hardcore. Okay, I don't see him as a quote unquote jihadi as we think about it. He's Americanized. He's had a real cushy life, and I don't think he's been informed about his own religion.
And when he referred to his drinking, or you're not supposed to drink, I think he drinks and parties with the kids, don't you?
Probably.
Yeah, I think he does. Let's think about that as we listen to him more and see if we can pick that up out of him.
Even yesterday when I was here, and all the flags that they have up front, those are on a hardwood flagpole. People on my live pointed out that flagpole is actually a stick in disguise being a flagpole, because like you said, when something happens...
A stick to hit someone?
Yeah, exactly. And those sticks that are fashioned to the back of the homemade shields, they can easily be used as a weapon.
Well, my phone can be easily used as a weapon.
That's true.
So like if someone attacks you, what do you suggest you do? Just say like, hey man, like, don't attack me.
Well, like when these young ladies were attacking me earlier,
you don't seem attacked, and you're gonna.
Well, because when I was able, yeah, it's true. This one ran into me, and so did this one, trying to impede my movement.
Well,
now that's
again, to them, they're like, okay, this jerk is coming with the phone, just like in my.
This
face.
Isn't their property. They're not the boss here. Who died? Who put them in charge?
I didn't say that. Hey, I didn't say that. Who are you arguing with?
No, I'm not arguing. I'm just making a point.
Yeah,
Thank
you. Can do what you want. Nobody's saying you can't. But like, they also have the right to be like, yo, like, you're a dickhead. Go away. Is that not true?
They can say that. They can say that to the point where what they're doing.
Did they physically touch you?
Yes, they did.
Okay, so that
and it's on camera.
So that they can't do.
They can't do that.
But at
You're
the
right.
same time, like, there's a reaction to every like action. So like, if you're a guy that's like coming up to me and like, hey Yanni, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I like, hey, back off. If you do this again, I'm gonna do this to you. And they gave you that warning, then bro, like, expect it to happen. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, is that the best thing in the world? Nah, it's not the best thing in the world. But like, if you keep touching someone, right, and not touching, because you're not touching, right? You didn't touch anybody.
That's right.
That's good. You're not supposed to do that. So like, if you're gonna continuously be a dickhead and be like, hey man, like, look at my phone. Expect someone to be mad. Like, is that not common sense? Or
well,
it's not the best thing to do.
What makes these young ladies think they're in charge here enough to stop me, just a citizen, from walking through and looking? What makes them think, a little walkie-talkie? What makes them think they can touch me, impede my movement? Who gives them that authority? Who pays...
Impede your movement as an
I want to ask you, do you know who pays these people? The ones with the walkie-talkies? Mm-hmm. Do you know who pays them?
No, I think they're just volunteering.
They're not volunteering. These are paid people.
Paid people, like, as in, like... Okay, paid people as in, like, what? Like the Democrat Party, like, paying them or something?
Well, this is what I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out who's funding this whole thing.
No, yeah,
because what you see...
Actually, I'll tell you who's funding it. No, honestly, this conversation is engaging. I think it's beneficial for him. And for him to understand.
But we're not supposed to engage with people.
Okay, I mean...
So this is the first shot. They throw this guy in first to try and stop him. He was tried to stop from talking to me earlier. They let him go, but now it's getting too much. They can't take it. They are so upset by him talking to me. This guy comes in first, then they're going to bring in the
you know what I mean?
See, they control you. They're control freaks. They're telling you can't speak. Do you like that?
No.
We have people for media for the future, so...
There's the second try.
No, I respect that. That's cool. This, honestly, it's just a conversation.
Who's we? Who's we? When she says we have people for the media, who is we? That indicates a group.
Like we as in like, just like everybody here.
Well, who's everybody here? This is what we're trying to find out.
Every person that's
the people of the city, the people of surrounding areas who are very concerned about this. Yeah. They want to know who's funding it. Because here's what we can see.
It's we. So I bought ice cream sandwiches here. Not governments. A lot of restaurants are just buying food for here. That I know, that like family that I know own. The wooden stuff, to be honest, I don't know. but like,
have you been watching the? So yesterday I learned.
An action item is somebody needs to find out who these restaurants are and put them on blast. This is an action item they can be taken out of this. Somebody has to find out who these restaurants are. It's probably advertised somewhere. It's probably on one of their telegrams. We need to find that out. And I thought of that when we went past the food table and you could see some flyers on the table from the restaurants. We need to find out who these restaurants are and put them on blast.
Learned that there's 120 encampments.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Across the United States?
Yeah, they're still active.
Yeah. Do you think they're doing it for a good reason or a bad reason? Like, in your opinion?
Well,
like, how familiar are you with, like, the whole Palestine?
I'm very familiar. I'm very familiar.
Let's see.
And what I don't like is...
You should ask me questions about that, because I think that's the root of all this. So, like, do you want to ask questions about that? Or
Go ahead.
What
do you want to say about it?
So I think, well, common sense, like 30,000 people died in Israel. Not Israel, Palestinians. My grandpa, for example, he was kicked out of his own city, and he's a refugee in Gaza. Alhamdulillah, which means praise be to God. He was sent to, not sent, but he was a refugee in Syria. And then he moved to Jordan, and then he moved to London because he's kicked out of his own city. So a lot of people don't know, like, Gaza isn't like the Gazans that live there, the millions or whatever Gazans that live there aren't actually from there. They're refugees from other places in Israel that got completely kicked out. So Israel, obviously, as you know, when they started, they were very small, and then they started expanding, and then slowly kicked out Palestinians in settlements, and then kicked them out into Gaza. And now, so October the 7th, Hamas, killed someone. But even Hamas.
Okay, did you hear that? Well, who did that remind you of? That was Ilhan Omar. Watch. When he said October 7th, yeah, they killed someone.
Obviously, as you know, when they started, they were very small, and then they started expanding, and then slowly kicked out Palestinians in settlements, and then kicked them out into Gaza. And now, so October the 7th, Hamas, killed someone. Hamas, killed someone, kicked them out into Gaza, and now, so October the 7th, Hamas, killed someone. Hamas, killed someone. Hamas, killed someone. But even Hamas, like Hamas, killed someone. But even Hamas, killed someone. But even Hamas, killed someone. But even kicked them out into Gaza, and now, so October the 7th, Hamas, killed someone. But even Hamas, like, you have to remember, like you have to break it down from the very beginning, like who are they, right? So, like, common sense, like, if you're sitting there and your kid just got, like, blown to hell, right? And you're like, damn, or like, my mom just died, and, like, you have no reason, like, you're just sitting there like, oh, what the heck? And all you know is, okay, America did this. In your mind, you're logically going to be like, yo, death to America. Is that right? No, you and me as Americans, we didn't do anything. What do we do? It's our dumb government that did that, right? So, yeah, down to, like, the political government of the United States, Vietnam, for example, why do we do that? The Iraqi War, complete mistake, right? So it's one thing, killing someone with machete versus bombing them. It's the same thing, but one is more humane. No, it's not. It's the same goddamn thing.
So are you anti-war?
Well, I'm anti-killing people and innocent people.
Yeah,
right?
it sounds like somebody did
people,
something. Ilhan Omar.
And now,
Exactly.
Yep.
Any Muslim and any, like, person here, common sense, like, yeah, don't do that, right?
Let me ask you about President Trump. What do you think about President Trump?
Actually, I liked President Trump. Well,
President Trump, do you know no wars under President Trump?
So President Trump did good.
He's actually a
he did a
peacemaker.
lot better. Biden,
Yeah.
he didn't do good at all. I'm
No.
be honest. Everybody said Biden, yeah. Look at us. We're more. So, Trump, on the other hand, like, I'm not saying, because it's one thing to say, like, yeah, I like him, right? I like a lot of his policies. I don't like maybe his personal character, right? Like, me as a Muslim, we're really religious. We're not supposed to, I don't know, like, freaking drink alcohol, right? But he actually doesn't even do that.
Thank
What a
you.
G, right?
Nope, that's right.
I'm not, like, 100%. When I say I like someone, it's not like I support them 100%. But yeah, I agree. He's better than Biden. 100% better than Biden.
That's awesome. And you mentioned Trump's moral character.
Yeah.
What do you know about his moral character?
Marnie, is there anything you want to pop in now to say anything, or you want to just keep going? Or...
Yeah. You just want to stop it for a minute?
Yeah, I got it stopped.
Oh, okay. I'm on a little
It's going to stop in a second.
delay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because after this, then the next guys come in. Then we
Yeah.
get to the end.
So this guy has been so indoctrinated. He doesn't know the history of the Palestinians. He doesn't understand that the whole history of the region at all. He's been indoctrinated. They have a whole different narrative of what the truth is. Okay. And I don't think he will ever want to know the truth, or if he was faced with the truth, he would never admit it. And they've been doing this ever since, well before Israel was a state, because, the Jews were there in the early 1900s.
Mm-hmm.
We had the massacre in Hebron when the Arabs came in, /Palestinians came in and literally massacred the Jews in their homes in Hebron. And ever since, as before Israel was a state. So it's not about Israel becoming a state. It's not about land. It's about jihad. And they hate Jews, and they're commanded to kill Jews. And because this young Muslim man, doesn't know the commandments of his own religion, that a good Muslim is commanded to wage jihad against the infidel, to extend the caliphate in the name of Allah.
Mm-hmm.
All right? He doesn't know that. He will never understand that. And that is, I don't even know how you fight against that, really. He has no clue what the true history is. None of them do, because they've been propagandized. And that's what we're up against.
Mm-hmm. It's been years in the making, this whole indoctrination of this group of kids that are 20 now and up to 40, the ones that are still involved with them, the 40-year-old, 20-year-olds, basically called. So for the last 40 years, they've been hardcore, under the radar, ushering in this red-green alliance, right?
Yeah. And
kind of make it simple.
It's just one big indoctrination machine. And we're hearing it spewing out of his mouth right now. The whole key thing, the Israelis took my home and they kicked us out. No. When when the Jews started moving there, the Arabs started killing them. Okay? Israel is a Jewish homeland. It goes back millennia. I used to live there. So I to archaeological digs. I know for a fact the Jews have been there for thousands of years. But they have this narrative that has been promoted, and they are being used by the communists, the red-green axis, as you've been talking about, because they're both hostile ideologies to freedom. And the commies are using the jihadis, just like the Muslims, just like you said, because they're the violent ones, and they're using it to have a violent uprising, a violent revolution. And we're seeing the seeds that they have sown and watered for generations coming out now in these Gaza encampments. And this young man has no idea about his religion, very little idea about his own religion, and no idea about the history of the Palestinians, quote unquote Palestinians. There really is no such thing as a Palestinian. Okay, Palestine has never been a state, never will be a state. Their roots are Arabs. They're Arabs. They're from Jordan. They're from Syria. They're tribal. They hardly lived there for millennia.
Marnie, explain the Palestine thing to me, because it's not even clear to me, and I know a lot of stuff. So what is this? Because I'm like, Palestine, I'm looking, I don't see, I thought this is Gaza, the part that's next to Israel. What is this? Where is Palestine? What is Palestine? Is it here? Is that what it's called, Palestine, the part next to Israel, or is it Gaza, or what's up with the whole Palestine thing?
There's no such thing as a Palestinian. It's made up. All right. The Romans, I believe it was the Romans, they called this area the Philistine. Okay, it was a slap in the face to the Jews, and that's where the name came from. The Palestine. And actually, when Jews started immigrating to Israel in the late 1800s to avoid being massacred in Eastern Europe, at that time, that land was called Palestine. All right, that was the quote-unquote name of the land. So actually, the Jews that lived there were kind of the Palestinians, if you will. It was another name. It was just a name. But actually, the land is Israel. And this whole Palestinian thing is a farce. It's not real. It's a propaganda machine. There is no such thing as a Palestinian. Yasser Arafat invented it when he invented the PLO, the Palestine Liberation Organization, in cahoots with the Russians, with the Soviets. They invented that as a narrative, as an excuse to murder the Jews and exile the Jews from the homeland, from our homeland.
Thank you for that explanation, because I think it's a lot of people don't know that.
What do you think
and
you
they
know?
think
Because let me
Palestine is a real thing. It's not.
say something.
Yeah,
I know
what's up?
3
They're fake
women
Palestinians
who've known President Trump
They're
in
Arab.
different durations of time, long, medium, short,
from their tribal, and they're
who know
nomads.
his wife.
Okay.
These are personal
And
friends
then,
of mine.
you
Fly
know,
around in
when
his plane
the,
with him.
That
Yeah,
the
Hamas
Arabs,
too. Like Hamas.
Look at this guy.
had the 67
there is.
People
war,
are brain-
48 war against Israel, when Israel was declared a state. They attacked Israel, and Israel, thank God, by the grace of God, defended herself, and at great cost, right? And there's so many wars that followed because they simply don't want Jews living in their homeland, because their religion commands good Muslims to kill the infidel, Jews and Christians, it's in the Quran, and claim the land for Islam, because they were once there. And once Muslims are in a territory and they claim it for Islam, they think it's always going to belong to them. But that's not the way the world works. So I hope that provides some clarity.
It's really good. It's really good. I needed that. We probably have to go back and look at that, because it's a whole key part of this. It's really not even a thing, really.
No, it's fake.
It is. And it's a propaganda right down to the marketing of this hoodie. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable what we're up against. But we're chipping away by getting this type of footage and getting it out there. Now, Marnie, in comes the commie is coming right now.
Brainwashed by the media. They don't understand.
They
view it as like black or white, but
Right.
there's gray. Like same, and I would argue same thing with Hamas too. Like Hamas, yeah. Anybody who kills innocent people, dickhead. Screw
October
you,
7?
right? Dickhead. Yeah. Like what the heck, right?
What do you think about October 7?
It's terrible. Yeah. Like any innocent people who die is a bad thing. But at the same time,
Here's the guy from yesterday.
Dude, you were here yesterday. You're being a dick.
That's pretty good. Huh, Marnie? Pretty good photo work.
You can get out.
That's good.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't
Look
get
at this guy.
Look how
I'm going to
close.
mute myself.
Look how close he gets. Look at this guy. Where am I in the video? Right here.
Who kills innocent people, dickhead. Screw
October
you,
7?
Right? Dickhead. Yeah. Like what the heck, right?
What do you think about October 7?
It's terrible. Yeah. Like any innocent people who die is a bad thing. But at the same time,
Here's the guy from yesterday.
Yeah, dude. You were here yesterday. You're being a dick. You can get out.
All right. The what is this? FRS. Tell us about that again, Marnie.
Okay. Freedom Road Socialist Organization, FRSO. That's what the guy has on his hat. It's a Marxist-Leninist organization formed in 1985 after the collapse of the Maoist-oriented new communist movement that emerged in America in the 1970s. Okay, their heroes are Karl Marx, Frederick Engels, Vladimir Lenin, Joseph Stalin, and Mao Zedong. Okay, they are hardcore Maoist communists. Okay, They are the most violent, one of the most violent of the communists, particularly in America. And they have roots in Minnesota. And I went up against them when I had a pro-Israel car parade against their Nakba anti-Israel car parade a few years ago. And they were, their founder, one of their founders, Jess Sundin, was investigated by the FBI for her ties to financing terrorism in Colombia and for Hezbollah. I think she may have spent time in prison. I'm not sure. But the FRSO, Freedom Road Socialist Organization, was one of the catalysts. They were one of the organizers of the George Floyd riots, the mostly peaceful protests in Minnesota. They're very violent and highly organized and funded. And I believe that they are the catalyst behind, one of the catalysts behind these Gaza encampments around the United States. And they're obviously very proud of it because he's wearing that red hat with the embroidery on it. And I'm pretty sure he's the guy in charge of the whole operation. And they're highly trained. And they have a website. You want to go see it, frso.org. And they're proud about what they do. And they say they're from their website. They say FRSO is recruiting and building towards the creation of a new communist party based on Marxism and Leninism. This is quote, "This is necessary to lead the way to socialism and liberation. Our newspaper, Fight Back, is popular at protests, read by union workers and community activists, and can also be found at fightbacknews.org. And on their website, they actually talk about their Gaza encampment. I'm trying to find it on their website. Here it is.
I just brought it up, Marnie. I have it on the live. Thank you. I'm like, hello, bring it up on the live. So I've got it up on the live.
Oh, do you? Good, good.
And there it is. Look at the head.
Super.
Their banner is the Columbia lit a fire. They are so proud. Oh, Columbia lit a fire. They're so proud of it. Spread the Palestine solidarity encampments. Yay! Here we go. Let me just do this now that you brought me here. Statements, English, Espanol, program, introduction, the new monopoly, capitalism, socialism, class in the U.S. and our strategy for revolution, immediate demands of labor, immediate demands of U.S. colonies, indigenous peoples, oppressed nationalities, el programa en Espanol, theory, red theory study sessions, points on the mass line on Marxist organization, class struggle on the shop floor, strategy for new generation of socialists, Third International and the African American national question, the immigration rights movement and the struggle for full equality, October Revolution, lessons for U.S. struggle, imperialist globalization in the U.S., Tiananmen Square defeat of counter-revolution in China, 1999 declaration of the International Communist Seminar, the fight against national oppression and the struggle for socialism, my journey to Azatlan. You're like, okay, books. Okay, this would be good. What are the books? Freedom Road Socialist, the political program of Freedom Road Socialist Organization. El Programa. Sí, en español. Marxist-Leninist perspectives on black liberation and socialism. Wow. Marnie, I hit like the jackpot with this guy, didn't I? Crazy.
Get out of here. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. Bill, it's all about the revolution. It's not about Gaza and Israel. People have to understand we are going through a revolution, a communist revolution in America. And they're using our youth just like Hitler did to overthrow our American government, which is already communist. I mean, Democrats are communists. but they want to, totally overthrow everything about America.
So you're right,
It's
Marnie.
all
This
about the
guy's the boss.
revolution.
No, you're right. This guy is the boss.
He's the boss. He's the boss, and there's
the,
there are bosses all over. Yeah, he's proud, red and proud. I mean, you talk about red hats.
and at the level
about communists.
of how they threw the people at me and to these people to make them stop talking, the first one, the second one, the third one. When he came in. Look how close he came to me. I mean, so he's boss intimidator. What's he thinking, Marnie, with this intimidation tactic? You're a people person. You work with people and stuff. What is up with that tactic?
Well, they're communists. They're intimidators. They're total control freaks, and it's a revolution by any means necessary. Look what they did in China. I mean, the Mao and Lenin and Stalin, millions and millions of people killed. They are ruthless sociopaths, really. And if you weren't on camera, I don't know what he would have done to you. Well, probably nothing, because right now they're, trying to quote unquote be peaceful, but it will end in violence. Look, we had the George Floyd riots all over America in 2020. That was part of the revolution, the burning and the looting and all. But I thought it was priceless that you had Yanni, the clueless Palestinian there, talking with you about how, you talked about the red-green axis. He didn't know about it.
That was
the
so
communist
good.
guy is standing there going,
so
"Oh
good.
shit." Our cover's being blown.
Yep.
He's educating the Muslims about us.
That was.
He was so triggered. Bill, that guy was so triggered.
He was.
You triggered a communist. Congratulations.
Thank you. Let's let it go. I'm going to let it go.
What do you think about this?
You're not here. You're not here to do anything.
What do you think about this?
That little. Look at that R.
This is.
It's got the commie star on it. It's all
I'm
branded.
Look how close he's
on
getting
his
now.
little,
Look at
his
this
little
gentleman.
Yeah. He's got soulless eyes. I mean, he's like, he's
Very nicely until you came.
Yep.
Fine. That's fine. Fine.
But here's the deal.
care.
In history, the Muslims, the jihadis, eventually will kill the communists like they did in Iran when the Ayatollah was installed by Jimmy Carter. Okay, the communists used the Muslims, the jihadis, to gain power, and then the jihadis come in and they kill the communists, and that's the goal. That's what's going to be the end game, because the Islamists, the Muslims can't coexist, quote unquote. No, they're commanded.
No, that makes sense.
To kill
exactly
the infidel.
That's
so
the
the commies are going to be dead.
Yeah.
If this goes like according to plan,
Right.
that guy, that red hat guy there, right,
Who thinks he's the boss, right? He's going to be eaten by his own.
He will.
Look at this guy. What do you think about this?
You're not here. You're not here to do anything.
What do you think about this?
You got your useful idiot Muslim.
You're here.
This is
be a jerk. So you can go.
I'm talking to this gentleman very nicely until you came in.
That's fine. I don't care.
The intimidation. How much intimidation should I take, young man? Is this what you support? Do you support this?
I mean, yeah, you kind of are. But here.
So now I got him on my
You
side.
want to talk over here? We can talk like right here.
Sure.
Honestly, it's okay, just because these conversations are fruitful, and I think
No, he says it's not fruitful.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this guy's not doing anything good. Okay.
I am not doing anything good.
I didn't even get your name. What's your name?
My name's Bill. Nice to meet you.
Yanni.
Hey, Yanni, I got your name earlier. Thank you.
Anytime, man. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the gray area. So like Hamas, like who are they? If you originate to who they are, not. So that's who Hamas put down as an if that's like
I know people who know.
But like at the same time, like everything happens for a reason.
Right.
Jesus Christ is spitting on Christians in respectful. That's cool.
Yeah, thank you for asking nicely too. We can do that. Yeah.
They believe that like the Temple of Solomon is underneath, and the Ark of the Covenant's there. So they're gonna say that, and they're gonna just we're just. If you see it, you can see it from that view. You can see it from political view. You can see it from any type of angle you want. But yeah, I agree. People who don't want you to talk. I mean, I can see why. Like, yeah, maybe you're disturbing the peace of here, but like at the same time, like it's your legal right. Like you can do whatever you want. So.
So you're Muslim.
I'm Muslim. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not like an extremely good Muslim.
Okay.
But like my apologies, knowledgeable Muslim.
Are you?
But I'm a practicing
Did you ever hear of the Red-Green Alliance?
No.
Or the Red-Green Axis?
No. Is this overseas?
No, this is a worldwide thing.
Okay.
And it's in the United States. And you can easily Google Red-Green Alliance, Red-Green Axis, and you even have red and green on.
Yeah.
And here's what that is. The red are the Marxist, control freak, Democrat Party.
Yeah, we don't like those.
The communists, right? No,
yeah.
we don't. We don't like those.
We don't like those. Yeah.
We don't like those.
I know what you're talking about, man. Yeah.
Right. The green and the red represents that.
Yeah.
The green is the jihadis. Green represents the jihadi. You've seen the Hamas banners, green on the head, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So the Red-Green Alliance, that's the Democrat Party aligning with the jihadis.
So what's a jihadi?
Let's call it the non-peaceful Muslims, the ones who want to do jihad, the ones who...
Well, what's jihad? I can tell you. But...
You tell me what jihad is.
Right.
I'm here to learn too, so
Yeah,
I have an idea, but you can tell me better.
So a lot of people get the misconception that jihad is like, okay, kill non-Arabs or kill non-Muslims. That's not it at all. So like, jihad is...
Stop right there. Stop right there. Jihad. We just need a better definition than that, because here's what he says.
To do jihad, the ones who...
Well, what's jihad? I can tell you. But...
You tell me what jihad is.
Right.
I'm here to learn too, so
Yeah,
I have an idea, but you can tell me better.
So a lot of people get the misconception that jihad is like, okay, kill non-Arabs or kill non-Muslims. That's not it at all. So like, jihad is, I think it translates to struggle. It's like if something bad were to happen, like let's just say right now, Uyghur Muslims in China are getting killed. So a jihad, like you would go and like liberate them and like obviously fight them, right? So in Islam, there is rules to war. It's not just like you just go and kill innocent people. No, like that is like completely wrong. You cannot do that. So in the Quran, there's literally like verses, and I'm not like super knowledgeable, but there's verses on like how to kill. Like you're not supposed to just go in and like decimate innocent lives. And
now, Marnie, that's a line that I've heard before that they use about the Quran to kind of defend the Quran. That no, it's not just willy nilly. There's verses in there on how to kill. What's he talking about with that? I hear that all the time. Can you hear me now? Do we still have you, Marnie? Are you still connected via...
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. Via telephone? Perfect.
I just had you on mute.
That's okay. Just want to make sure Oh, that's cool. Where are you at on this? I want to just... About the jihad, Marnie?
Yeah, about
He's
the
totally
jihad.
wrong about it, isn't he?
He's lying. He's a taqiyya.
So... tell us real quick the jihad, and I'm going to keep moving. And where do you want to keep going with this video so we can move through it?
Sure. I think, well, right now is just, it's perfect. No. Jihad is how they extend the caliphate and wage and impose Sharia on the world. There's different types of jihad. But it's all the same goal, is to extend the caliphate in the name of Allah to impose Sharia on the entire world. There's jihad of the pen, writing for jihad. There's another kind. And then finally there's the violent jihad, and that's killing people in the name of Allah. And they're conquering. For Islam, you have three choices. You can convert to Islam, you can pay the jizya tax and be a dhimmi in your own land, or you can die. You get three choices, and that's jihad. And that's just basically, it's just really very simple. It's extending the caliphate.
And the caliphate
Sharia.
The caliphate is a takeover of land. Is that right?
Yeah, it's
right.
imposing. It's Islam. It's the Ummah, the world of Islam, the Dar al Islam, on the entire world. And Islam is always at war with us. We don't. A lot of us don't under. A lot of
Right.
people don't understand that Sharia actually in the vernacular means Sharia is imposed on the entire world. Peace will come when Sharia is dominating the entire world. That's peace, quote unquote, for Islam, and that's why they say they're religion of peace, right? Basically, it's a religion of Sharia, not peace like we know it, which is non-war, but and they do it through violent jihad. And right now, what he's doing is a form of jihad. He's lying. It's taqiyya. They're obligated. The Muslims are obligated to lie to the non-believer if the cause is imperative. And it's imperative for all Muslims to wage jihad. That is a commandment for all good Muslims to wage jihad. Period.
And
Does that help?
Yeah, it does. And I'm going to ask you about the caliphate, but I have like a technical thing. I just thought what we can do, Marnie, is I can text you. Okay, I'm going to stop and then we're going to talk for a second. We can do text because that'll be instant to have call it the back end communication. We're getting there. We're getting there. We'll figure this out. But the caliphate question, which when you mentioned that, the caliphate, which is kind of the big thing because what it is, meaning taking over all the land, right? And
it's what?
Taking over all the land. Slowly but surely, the part of the creeping Sharia, creep. And if you look at the globe and you look at the struggle of the Muslims and the Christians around the world, there's some globes where it shows you like where the Muslims have taken over, and it's like whoop, just growing. So part of the caliphate is what you were telling me about up in Minneapolis, where the Muslims wanted to come into a small town and build a huge development. The huge development was basically going to be taking over the whole town, a mosque center, and just all this big Muslim development to bring all these people in. That's part of the caliphate.
Right. It is. That's extending the Ummah, the world of Islam. It's the rule or reign of a caliph or chief Muslim ruler over all of the world. And the caliphate is the world of Islam, and that's the imposition of Sharia, the Islamic law of Sharia on the entire world. And it's, does that help?
Yeah, it does. This guy, not Sharia compliant, right? Our Palestinian example here.
Like, there's no
He's
such thing
not
as like
knowledgeable about Islam.
Like, you're supposed to do things with like class, right?
Or he's lying.
Right. I don't think he knows enough.
And you never know the
difference.
difference. They're commanded to lie. It's called taqiyya.
That's true. That's true. You saw the elders.
It's a political system. The caliphate it's a political system of governance, and that's Sharia, which dictates. It's a totalitarian ideology that dictates every single aspect of a Muslim's life. Every single aspect.
The Sharia.
There's nothing that it doesn't rule over. Right. The law of Sharia. People might be familiar with it with the commandment to stone a woman. If she bestows dishonor upon the family by having an affair, or if a woman is raped, she has to have 4 quote-unquote witnesses in front of an imam to prove that she wasn't, which never happens, and then she gets stoned, or if she doesn't wear her hijab, she gets stoned to death. That's Sharia, right? The non-payment of interest is Sharia. They're not allowed to pay interest on a loan. A man can have 4 wives or more. Rape is legal under Sharia. Pedophilia, anything that Muhammad did is to be emulated by all Muslims until the end of eternity. And Muhammad was a warlord. He took sex slaves. He raped. He was a pedophile. He was a thief. So he was the example of a perfect man in Islam, and is to be emulated by all good Muslims. So it's a totalitarian ideology. It's a complete way of life. That is Sharia. And when you look at Iran, before the Ayatollah was installed, it was kind of a westernized country. It was very fast, women wearing fashions. They listened to music.
I remember
They were
that.
westernized. They were Persian. Okay, and then the Ayatollah comes in and imposes Sharia. Women have to be covered from head to toe. If their hair shows, they get beat up by the Iranian IRGC, the Iranian Guard. They get imprisoned. That's the imposition of Sharia, and that's what they want in America. They want to Islamicize all of America, and they have been imposing Sharia. I lived in Minnesota for a long time, in Minneapolis. I could see it advancing every single day, and they do it very slowly. I mean, I could talk for a long time on this. I don't know how long you want me to talk.
No, I think
watch
what we
the video.
did. I think right here. No, we're done with the video, and I think we're done with the commentary because we brought it right to a head to where it is to the Sharia.
Okay.
The commies, right? That's the Red Green Alliance, and there it is. The people can go back and watch the video. We already watched it once, but what we want to do in this commentary is bring it to the head, and we just did that perfectly. So I thank you on that, and the timing is right, and it is. It's the Red Green Alliance. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Marnie, and thank you everybody on Rumble, everybody on Instagram, which is rare, you guys. Nice to see you on Instagram. Thank you. If you're wondering what's Bill doing, we're doing this as a test. We're on X and we're on YouTube. So that was really awesome. So just do me one more favor. Share this stuff out. And when you share it out, tag everybody. Tag Laura. Tag President Trump. Tag people you think that should be tagged. Tag UWM. Tag other colleges. Use hashtags that are trending. Put trending hashtags. Share this out. Share it out. I mean, I can share it a lot, but if you guys all share like maniacs, it's going to just be that much better. And thank you so much, Marty. That was perfect. Do you want to say any...
Thank you so much, Bill, for all you did. You did an amazing job doing that video. You are a hero. Thank you.
You're welcome. That was fun. That was fun. So thank you, everybody. That was cool, and we'll talk to you later. Good night, Marnie.
Good night.
Now, here's how we do this. We have to shut it down, people. See, you can do a live shutdown with me. We do a live shutdown. I'll show you how we do it. We're going to be live. We're shutting her down live. That was cool. It's like the after party. We're having a little after party. Laura's swimming with the sharks. Swimming with sharks, like she. Okay, cool. DM is awesome. Laura swimming with the sharks like she does in real life. I think that's very interesting.